Back on YouTube, the return stream. Good to be here. Good to be here. I'm going to cross stream, I think, on Kick and Rumble too. We'll see how it goes. But it's a new year, new era. And I figured if it was any time to make a return to YouTube, it should be today. Drink water. I'm drinking a White Monster Energy. I'm not sponsored by them, but it feels like the most autistic energy drink I could have picked for today. Cleaned up a little bit for the new year, I know. The chat's moving right now. It's good to see. It's just a desktop stream today to catch up with everybody. I know it's a little late. I think going forward, I'll be going live earlier. But yeah, I wanted to come back to YouTube, man. It's good to be back. Good to be back. There's lots of some things are a little rusty, like this chat looks disgusting right now, but I'll figure. I don't remember how I put the chat on the screen before. And all the controls are different, everything is weird. But now, I think that the chat is fast enough. Mike's low? Test. No, it's okay. I think the chat is fast enough where I can finally put it back up on the screen. It was for a couple of years then. Probably, but you know, it was so slow that I was kind of embarrassed. So I didn't want, in the clips, I didn't want the slow chat up on the screen. But it looks pretty good now. Could look better. Could look better. I talked to Kick earlier today. No, I didn't. I didn't talk to Kick, but we'll see. We'll figure some stuff. I have things to figure out, basically. There's more things that I want to say, but I just want to be careful, you know, legally and business wise, blah blah blah. You could probably get the gist of what I'm saying. Just want to make sure that everything's okay. So you'll hear more about the plans going forward and all this stuff and the logistics and yada yada yada, all that stuff. If anyone cares, I don't think people care that much, but whenever Aiden goes through a situation like this, he's always talking about it, and it makes you sound like a successful businessman. So you look changed, do I? Who? So I know Love Speech is in here. You can put a long of Love Speech here right now. Thank you for the first super chat back. I see you. EB6, welcome back. I know Love Speech is in here, but how many people are here from YouTube? You know, if you're a YouTube viewer and you just randomly saw this pop up, I'm sure the YouTube people, it's going to take, it's a process. It's going to take some time. You know, it's been 3 years, well, you know, 3 years and some change since I was banned on YouTube and going live regularly on here, but it feels weird. It feels like I'm home. I ain't gonna lie. Twitch, I'll go check my Twitch ban. I checked earlier today. I was still banned, but it's still under review. I have lots of things that I want to talk about today. Today's the first day of New Yorkistan.
Allahu Akbar!
They put the burqa on the Statue of Liberty, and they put a nose ring. So now the Statue of Liberty is a non-binary hijabi, niqabi. And it's now officially the Islamic Republic of New York City. I went to the inauguration
Let's get
today.
the bag in big 2026. People will always hate, but do whatever is best for you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. You'll see the vlog tomorrow morning. So we're going to work on the schedule. You know, this is the vlog channel. So if people don't know, the main channel
What's
is SNEAKO.
What's the plan to ban third worlders from your community?
It's we're going to start deporting everybody. We're going to get ICE to go clean up the Discord and the Twitter com. And clean out the illegal immigrants. But yeah, I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now. I was nervous. I'm nervous. I feel like I was nervous to go live today. It feels it's a little bit scary coming on here. Thank you for the 20 Sunny welcome, brother SNEAKO. About time. You're gonna get deported. We need to get ICE for all the brothers. You gotta go. Sorry, you can't do it I'm gonna check your location. X has that feature now, so if it says South India. If it says South Asia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, anywhere anywhere not American, you're gonna get deported. You're gonna get cleaned up. I see people complaining. Oh, I'm in London, brother. You're not in London. You're a Pakistani. You move there. You're all getting on the boats. I'm joking. Obviously, I'm not kicking out all brown people and third worlders and people not from America. But you know, it's changed. You know, because being away from YouTube for 3 years, been on so many. Who's been here on the journey? Since I was like, Hunter Gifted. Welcome back, SNEAKO. 2026 is going to be, I don't even, what currency is that? This is what I'm talking about. What is this little fucking, what is that? Thank you. I appreciate it. Me, you've been here. So let's recap real quick. I got banned October 5th, 2022. I think a week later, then I went live on Twitch. I went live on Twitch for a week. Then I ate a salad on there because I didn't want to say anything on Twitch and get banned. I literally didn't say a word. My mic was muted. I pressed this mute. You see how I'm talking right now and you can't hear anything? That's how I had my mic, and I was on Twitch and I was eating a salad. They banned me. Then I went to Rumble. I think I could talk about this stuff now. I don't have a confidentiality. We all know this story. Not all of you do. You don't know the business aspects of everything. I'm just going to say it all now. I'm going to be completely transparent. I've never talked about this in 3 years. So on Rumble, I got a CPM deal. My first year on Rumble, I did not get an actual deal. You know how Kai and Speed, they got like 10 a million each to do a stream with Tiana Trump, and then they scammed them basically, and 6ix9ine went there. He got 2 million and stole it from Steve Will Do It. Who else went? Gideon went for a crazy deal and was doing Bible study. Ricecum went. Yeah, my first year on Rumble, when I was really caring, when it was brand new, I just had a CPM deal. So it was just based off how many views I was getting. The second year on Rumble, I made a lot of money. That was the biggest contract of my life, and because I was really turning it up. I don't know if I want to say the amount, but it was a multi-million-dollar deal. So, and that was the first one to go. It was before the other people, the Manosphere people. I was the first one to go up on Rumble, and I think that they saw the value. So second year, I really made a bag. How much? No, the numbers are floating around. Maybe I won't say exactly what it is, but in 1 year, I made a lot of money. Let's just say that. I was able to invest properly, and then that's when I really became a lot more financially stable than I am now. I'll say that. That's where I made the most money. Year 3, after my Rumble did not want to extend my contract, and I'm not going to stream on Rumble for free. They're doing AI ads about people with dementia and people with, it's like radical jihadists are taking over, and it's like an AI Joe Rogan trying to sell you some pills. I'm not going to go and shill these products for that. And I did a lot of work. They wanted me to plug locals and stuff, and so I built a podcast on locals. They didn't want to renew. It is what it is. Okay. Then there's someone in chat. Who there's a lot of weird names in these. I don't. Where are my old chatters from YouTube? Are you guys in here? Who was here from a Rumble chat back in the day? I'm seeing a lot of love speech, but I want to see like the YouTube chatters. That's the goal for January. Is we're gonna get these people back. That's why I really wanted to start today. You're here from YouTube. Well, not love speech people. I'm saying like the people on who didn't want to go over. There's so many people that know that I streamed, like, oh, I wish SNEAKO streamed on YouTube. I wish he streamed on Twitch because then I could go watch his content. They just saw the clips, and the old chatters that I don't recognize a lot of these names. They'll come back. We'll get them back. We'll get new viewers. And then then I started vlogging on X. I've vlogged on X for a month straight, and I wasn't streaming at all.
So I was just posting vlogs on X. You because you helped us wake
shut up
up.
with the TTS. You guys are talking too much. We'll turn it on in a sec. Don't interrupt my train of thought. Vlog on X for a month. Project X. And the goal was to make something so dope that I would be able to get unbanned everywhere. It worked. The mission was accomplished. That was a really good strategy for me. Great chess move, and I won. Then I signed with Party, and it's been about almost a year since I've been streaming on Party. It flew by. It flew by. And then let's recap the year. We're gonna do a recap of 2025 today, a little bit briefly. We'll also cover the news. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, but 2025. Let's see what I did on Party. Okay, I obviously you saw clips everywhere. I think the first major thing, besides having Nate Diaz on and all this stuff, I think was going to Spain and bringing Ye on Party. I think that was pretty big. I'm trying to figure out what soundboard effect to use for that. I think this is and that was huge. That was during the Cuck album promotion, and songs that maybe one of the biggest songs of 2025. I don't know if I want to say that now that I'm back on YouTube. People are really nervous. They're like, don't go live on YouTube. You're going to crash out again. I'm not going to crash out. I'm not going to be screaming in there like doing the wake up anymore. So much time has passed. I'm now 30 years old. I was a YN. That's how long it's been. I was a YN on YouTube. You remember that? I was here screaming. I had a wife beater on. I was getting sturdy. I was in my Brooklyn apartment. I was in Bushwick, right off of Evergreen and Wyckoff, taking a J train into L train, and I was there in my Brooklyn apartment, smoking backwoods, and then I started streaming, getting sturdy, and I was there with my wife beater on, wearing orange and black sweatpants, And then 3 years passed, and now I'm Unc. Now I'm 30 years old. I'm turning 28 this year. I'm turning 28 in September. Right now, 26. So I can't like do the wake. I don't have it in me anymore. It's gone. I told you a month ago that red pill is dead, and not to shoot shots at anybody, but there's been a lot of, and we'll talk about that today. There's been a lot of indicators that whole red pill thing is over. And I don't mean that in like, obviously the ideology is still important, but in terms of the content and the people that run it, it's done. Someone gave a $5 super chat. SNEAKO, maybe you have really dialed in your content. Thanks, bro. And then, so what else on Party? We did like maybe 10 streams with Ye in Spain, right? I come back, I go back to New York after 5 weeks in Spain, and then I stream with the mayor, the New York City mayor, Eric Adams. And I didn't text him yet. I wanted to text him saying I liked his hat that he wore at Mom Donnie's inauguration. They booed him. The Mom Donnie fans don't like him. But I go back and I stream with Amber Rose and Eric Adams, and we're smoking cigars in Gracie Mansion. The next day, New York Post, New York Times, all the media comes and says that they say I'm a bad bro, all this stuff. And Eric Adams, the New York City mayor, had to make a press conference about the response to the stream. Aura. That was incredible. I saw the newspaper right here. I did show it a lot. I don't need to show it again. But that's what I did on Party, and that's only halfway through the year. After that, I did all these IRL streams. I brought UFC fighters on. And I think another major, Nate Diaz, Jake Shields, Nick Fuentes, obviously. But I think the major moments were having IRL streams that Elon Musk was quote tweeting with the Party logo in the bottom left. And so I think I really, people didn't know what it was. So once again, I've always showed that even though I've been banned for so long, even though I've been kicked out of 109 platforms, I still have been able to find a homeland somewhere and develop. 109 platforms jumping from place to place. I get kicked out, but they always come and love speech. I do appreciate you guys for that. So now back on YouTube, and the goal for this year, now that I've returned, is January this month here. I'm going to be completely locked in. I like to work in sprints. I'm not a marathon runner. When I would play soccer as a kid or football, my dad always said that it's like I'm a sprint player. I could work in bursts, but I can't run around the whole game. Kind of like how Messi wanders around. Thank you for the 50. Happy New Year to you and your family. I appreciate it. Happy New Year. Gonna start on strong. Can you play Deep Woken on stream? Sure. I don't know who you are. I don't know what that game is. If you want, maybe not today. Maybe not today. Where was I? So thinking back to the philosophy. It's not going to all be about my journey today, but it is important to talk about this stuff. When I first started streaming on YouTube in May of 2022, that's when I started streaming every day. It started sporadically April, and then I realized how profitable. And then May, I really hit the ground running. And I was averaging like 500-600 viewers, and it really blew up quickly. And that was full focus. So that's my mapping out the year. I woke up early. I couldn't sleep last night. I didn't go out. I didn't party. I don't know if you guys did. I don't know if you got a hungover. You guys feeling okay? You saw the ball drop and it was a gay guy kissing. It should be two. If they're going to show a gay person on the ball drop screen every year, can we get two bad bitches doing it for once? Can we get, if they're going to show a gay kiss, why can't we see, if Rihanna's feeling freaky or something? Like I want to, Sabrina Carpenter and someone. Could we get a lesbian kiss? It's always like two guys with like the Velcro beards interlocking. Haram. Yeah, but obviously it is. But if they're going to show a gay kiss, can you two baddies? There's got to be two baddies on a ball drop. It's usually ugly people because they have to wear diapers and shit their pants and piss to stay there all day long. But just, oh my God. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. No goon stuff. Yeah, and no goon stuff at all. This is my plan for January. Now that we're back here, I'm locked in. January, this is what we're doing. And I want you to say me in the chat. I want you to say me in the chat right now. First day of the year, if we could be on the same page about this. I even wrote it on my whiteboard over here, my brainstorm board. No, don't say me yet. I didn't even say what it was. What if I said jump off a bridge? You guys are all saying me. I didn't even. What if I just said pop a bunch of perks? You don't even know what I'm signing you up for. What if I said we're all going to put gay pride flags in our profile pictures so that we don't get banned? Now, everyone who just put me, you look fucking stupid. You know? You all look stupid. Let me explain what I'm saying. January 1st, push-ups every day. I did 50 this morning. Something light. Ideally, we get to 100 every day. Push-ups every day. No fat. Gooners are going to be excommunicated. We need to get ice for them just the same way we need to do for the brother third worlders. The way we're going to deport third worlders, we're going to deport Gooners. But we got to be on the same page about that. No fap. That's how I got so much energy when I first started really taking over on YouTube. I haven't spoken about that too much, but that really, having that extra energy, it literally translated it into the stream, and I can't stress that enough. That's the best example I can prove to you for why NoFap is extremely important. So push-ups every day and NoFap. At the very least, and now you can put me there, you know what I'm saying? Push-ups and NoFap, at least for January. At least for January. Can we do that? You look tired, shut the fuck up. I just took a 3-hour nap. I didn't sleep last night. November was hard enough. Well, they're saying dry January, but we're sober, right? Most of you guys are sober. What are you saying? I'm just saying NoFap and push-ups every day. Looks maxing, bro. Grow the beard and stash back. No, because I'm trying out this new thing. You know, 2025 was all the bald and the beard look, and I got tired of people saying that I had a fucked up hairline. And I hung out with my friends for New Year's Eve, my college friends, Cassville and Lenz, and they were there in the OG YouTube streams. Maybe you guys remember. And we're hanging out, and they said they're third worlders. One's from Brazil, one's from Ivory Coast, one's from Haiti. My closest friends from New York, and they're like, your hairline's back. Even someone said it in my vlog I'm gonna post tomorrow. There was like, yo, SNEAKO, I recognize you because your hairline crispy. I'm like, thank you, bro. I needed to grow my hair out because when I do the bald look, the corners and the hair, it grows slower. It's still there. Unk still got it. Yeah, I might have been banned for 3 years. I might have been gone. But YouTube apologized, and they should apologize too for thinking that Unk didn't still have it. I still got a little in me, huh? I still got it. I still got it. Ideally, I don't want to be 35 years old screaming into the camera, talking about wake up and making the same jokes. At some point, we're going to have to hang up the cleats, but I got a lot more left in me. What did Leonardo DiCaprio say in Wolf of Wall Street? I ain't fucking leaving. I'm not leaving. So we're looks maxing all 2025. Maybe we could add that as part of as part of the system. I fucking love this fast chat. God damn, this shit is fun. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Before I continue, I have this new intro thing too for one.
Isn't that beautiful how it looks?
Yes, and Ty Dolla $ign, that was another party stream we did. Still got to direct that music video for him. And so that's my main focus. So you guys know, main channel, that's the art channel, the film channel. That's where I put my projects. I just uploaded Letter from Bosnia there. It's a 1.5 year old video. You guys showed love on it. Great. I uploaded New America, that 1-minute podcast, had Nick Fuentes in it. People love that. Dear YouTube, unbanned. I've been putting up projects up in there. I re-uploaded Crutches. I've been doing re-uploads as well. I don't have that many more re-uploads main channel worthy. I have some. I'm working on it. But that's my main focus. If you know what I am as a content creator, what my vision is with Project Y for this year, okay? I don't want to spend too much time on it. Just a simple explanation. Main channel's the art channel. That's what I do. I'm a filmmaker, and I need to transcend there. 2025, that was the vlog year. That was Project X. That was the Twitter vlogs. I did that. Last night, or New Year's Eve, when I was vlogging, I realized it's getting repetitive. I have to get to the next level. The way I do that is film. That's one avenue I didn't touch. 2022, that was desktop streaming. That was Red Pill. That was this stuff. That was schizo, autistic energy. That was you wake up yelling into the lens. You know, this great awakening. 2023 was IRL streams. That was me, Neon. The Sneon run in LA, we're going around there. Sarah Safari, then she got me banned on Snapchat. We're there with Fuzi. He's crashing out on Kick. That's the rise of Kick. And I was part of the inception and created Kick, and I never even had a deal on there. And it's funny, Eddie, the CEO of Kick, told me afterwards that they intentionally didn't give me a deal because they saw how much I was bringing to Kick without giving me a deal. And I collabed with all these people while I was on Rumble. And they loved it. They were so happy how I was carrying that platform without being on there. It is what it is. 2024 was traveling. 2024, I went all over the world. I went to Bosnia. I went to Albania. I went to Greece. I went to France. I went to Lebanon. I went to Japan. No, in 23, I went to Japan. I think I went again in 24. But I went all over the world. I think that was a defining feature of 2024 was all the travel. I went to Saudi Arabia several times. I went to Thailand. 2025, that was the vlog year, so 2026 is the film year. That's the year I challenged myself to transcend and become the filmmaker that I've always wanted to be, because that was always my purpose when I started YouTube. It was just, this was a stepping stone in order to become a filmmaker. And so that's how I get to the next level. That's what Project Y is about. It's no longer just the daily vlogs. I'm going to retire, even though I am going to be filming every day. but it's starting to get repetitive, and it doesn't feel the same, you know? So that's how, and also in tandem with that, this is my second channel, SNEAKO. The second channel is where I do my streams. That's where, that's where you'll find this. I'm gonna be going live as much as I possibly fucking can. The third channel is Lit SNEAKO. I run that channel now. I've been uploading. I uploaded 2 videos. I don't know if you put me in the chat if you saw the videos from the past 2 days. I upload all my stream clips there. That's where you're gonna see the stream clips. Bronson is helping run that channel, but also I've been uploading kind of like self-help and yap stuff on there. You guys see, they didn't get that many views. It's new, but that's where you will see. I'm gonna try to upload a video every day there, just yapping, unedited. Self-help, improvement, blah blah blah, staying on that. But also all the stream clips. So those are my 3 channels, so you guys know. Also, I'm live on Kick right now. Forgot that, and I should be live on Rumble. I haven't even checked, but it's really about YouTube today. So, okay, we are live on YouTube. And he sent me the YouTube overlay. I should put that watermark up on that bitch, huh? Let me put that watermark on there. So that's the goal for this year. And I encourage everybody in here, it's a good opportunity, even though it is kind of goy slap activity it is pretty goys up to be like New Year's resolutions, but maybe I can write that down today. And before we get into the content, let's do that. Let's write out a plan. I can write out some New Year's resolutions. This is a good opportunity. Maybe you can do it during the stream or after, because one unique feature that I liked on YouTube and that I'm going to bring back for these streams is the self-improvement aspect, doing the push-ups, encouraging. I like that. I like that motivating energy. I get that energy from the chat. It's a whole different atmosphere. And that's what I miss so much being banned, was here with this community, with this, and seeing the clean aspect of it and the reach. So let me add this overlay. So after January, I'm focusing on film and doing these desktop streams on my second channel. So you guys got to know that I'm a streamer second. I am a streamer second. The film stuff is my priority, and that comes first. But it really is an equal energy. And who's going to help me with the stream stuff, if you guys don't know, is Steezy Kane. Steezy Kane's been here producing with me for most of this year. Ever since I came back from Spain, he's been pretty much for most of the summer, and he's been here. So he's really, he's been a huge help. And not only that, I think he's the most talented guy in the game. I think he's the most talented. We work really well together. I'm very high energy, and he's kind of, you know how his energy is. He's a little soft-spoken. But, yeah, let me get this. How does this look? Oh, that looks clean. Even though I like that. I like that. I'll put that right here. So, February, I want to start traveling. I don't know where I should go. You're on SNEAKO? Yeah, I know I am on. Yeah, I am on SNEAKO. Ashley Bronson, can you send me one that says I don't know. Should I promote the main channel or the second channel for the streams? I'll put this for now, even though this doesn't really make sense. I know it's confusing. You guys are spamming. Can I delete party now? You don't need my permission to do anything. You don't need my permission to do anything. I'm not gonna speak about that. Okay, where should we go? Let's get a New Year's resolution. Let's see. Let's go write this stuff down. You absolutely need to visit Syria. See, I asked where I should go, and then people are saying Syria, Bangladesh, and South Asia. You guys must be trolling, right? Well, no, I do want to go all over. I do want to go all over the world. I do want to go, but I think I want to start in Europe. I think I want to start. I don't know, man. Korea. I do want to go back to Japan. I don't know. I want to go. I want to go all over. TTS on work. Let me turn it back on. Okay. Yeah, TTS is back on. All right. Yeah. Philippines with Air. We could do that.
Choose your own head owns you.
Shoe on head owns you. I like shoe on head. I have nothing against shoe on head. You're chopped. Hey, how you doing? I don't know who you are. Okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna do the. Is this working? Bomboka. Hear this. I'm not gonna do the New Year's resolution. I did kind of. Or should I? I'll do it. I'll do it real quick. Because my goals are gonna be like. Well, let's see. Let's see what the numbers are right now. I think easy goals. I want to get 1 million subs on SNEAKO. I want to get that second gold plaque. You see that one right there behind the chat? I want that. I want to get. Let's see. Let's go write this down. Let's see. And you guys need to help me write out this stuff. What are the goals for this year? 2026 resolutions. Let me add the chat on the screen too. Israel with Hayden. Do you want to get me assassinated? I'm good off that. Well, I think one of the first things I should put is don't get banned. I think that's a pretty good. Let's not get. That would suck. That would not be ideal at all. Oh, the chat looks doo-doo like this. Hold on. I need to make it. Can you make it dark mode? I'll just write it on Twitter because this looks ugly as shit. Can you people stop texting me? Okay, people are texting. What do you, bro? What do you want, bro? Remove the part. Oh shit. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this has to go. See you later. Say bye in the chat. Say bye. We'll see. You know, we'll see. Things need to be, but yeah, you can get rid of that little watermark. For now. Okay. And everybody make sure to like and sub. Okay, let's see. 2026 resolutions. Stop laughing. Okay, everybody, we're cool. We love party. But we're not live on party right now. 1, don't get banned. Don't get banned. In order to don't get banned.
Also, Convi wants to do real stream in January.
Oh, we need to do that. I'm gonna drop all my plans, chat. Everybody say me in the chat if I should drop all my plans to do an IRL stream with Convi. Yes! Fuck that. I'm gonna abandon streaming, YouTube, all this stuff, so I could do an IRL with Convi. Notes app everyone uses for resolutions. I'm not everybody, okay? I'm not gonna follow I don't follow the trends. I'm not a Goy Cattle NPC. Can I say Goy Cattle on YouTube?
We are taking peptides in 2026. No excuses to be fat anymore.
No, bro, we're not fat. If you're fat, are you guys fat? I always think that you guys are the same as me. I'm skinny, you know. Okay, you know, maybe I could put on some weight. I can get up to. I don't want to gain that much weight, but let's put on 5 pounds of muscle. I'm 165 right now. I want to get up to 170. We could do that. Looks smacks daily. All right, so that means, you know, making sure the face is good. We're going to be bone smashing every fucking day. We're going to be bone smashing. Yes, all of us. I speak for all of us when I say we're going to be hitting our heads with hammers. We're going to be taking steroids. We're going to be doing meth. All right, I speak for all of us. Now, I'll keep it calm. I'll take my vitamins, which I forgot to take today. I got my biotin, I just have like health max. That's not really looks maxing. How do I do? What do I really need to do to looks max? Be real. What do I need? I don't think I need anything. I did like maybe 5 pounds of muscle, but I'm not gonna take TRT. I'm too young. There's someone in my family. I don't even want to say who. They were begging me to take TRT in 2025 before the looks maxing thing really took over. I didn't do it. I'm okay. Thoughts on Tracy Cortez getting chama'd? Yeah, Chama. Yeah. Happy for her. Let's do a crypto scam. No, we're not doing that. We're not taking the gambling deal. I'm going to write that. Don't take gambling deal. I'm not going to do it. I'm getting approached for it. They're hitting me up. And I don't want to say who. Maybe you can guess. I don't want to say. You know what? Fuck, I'll just say it. Neon told me that I can make $500 to $1 million a month gambling right now. Can you believe that? I should not hit that soundboard. Maybe this one, $500,000 to $1 million a month if I started gambling on stream. Can you fucking believe that? I told him like what, you know, I could potentially get to, and based off and it's, can you believe that? $500K to $1 million a month. And before, I mean, last year I heard similar metrics. I heard from someone else I can get 15 to 20 million a year. So this does match that. That's insane. But my goal is I don't want to take that gambling deal. It's very tempting, and I did tweet about that earlier. But it's getting to the point where that money, would you take it? Be honest, chat. If you were offered $500,000 to $1 million a month to gamble on stream, just go there and click fruit, would you not take it? But say yes or no. Like, that's generational wealth. That's wealth where you could, although it's sinful, Christian, Muslim, you still are able to, like, that's so much money, you could do good things with it. But then you kind of become that cope, and you could see it from that girl. What's her name? I don't even want to say her name. I think she quit OnlyFans, but they're like, you know, they have their dads crying on stream talking about like how much it changed their lives. Like it's pretty much the same
about
thing.
Like an emotional because I didn't know how to present myself. I didn't know how to.
It's like Camila Araujo's dad.
So you always going to fast foods and everything. And one thing that she did for us, she gave us confidence. I'm very confident right now. I can step in any environment like I belong. That's what she did for us. No.
Yeah, see, I don't want to do that humiliation ritual. It's like he's crying because her daughter made so much money selling her ass that it changed his life. Like, don't you want to be at the point, you know?
I belong anywhere.
I mean, it's good, but
now I see my daughter living in a $6 million house. Jesus.
Of course,
Take
it's 6
the money,
million.
bro.
Of course,
people
it's 6
call
million.
you fake Muslim
people
all the
call
time
you fake Muslim all the time.
nothing
Anything will change. But
change.
I don't do it. See, that's what people don't understand is that I'm not doing it for people to believe I'm a real or fake Muslim. That's not why. It's like I don't give a like that. That's the wrong perception of it. Do you think that faith has to do with how people perceive you publicly? That's the stupidest reason to believe in anything. And I always see like 6ix9ine did that song, and he's talking about how you was just eating bacon, you a fake Muslim, and it's like, bro, you were just talking about how much like Jesus can save, and your entire career is about like take a nigga bitch, fuck a nigga bitch, like nigga if he Blicky got the killer nigga and then you're gonna be like you're a fake Muslim because you know you're not perfect. Why I don't understand. Why does 6ix9ine think that same logic can't be applied to him? And I saw Steve will do it said the same thing. He's on stream saying like, oh, Muslims like they watch porn and stuff. It's like, okay, well aren't you Christian and your whole thing is right? Like, why do they think that logic doesn't apply to other faiths? And my point is I don't do it for public validation. That's the stupidest reason to first off to do anything, but especially faith.
And I'm able to help my parents, you know, my brothers. They don't have this that I have, but I'm grateful that I can help because she's doing it for us and I can do it for some.
She's doing porn for your family. You know, I mean, look, that's good. Her family's happy, but you know, this is just like, oh man, that's brutal, bro. Your baby girl, bro. Your baby girl. Okay. So yes, it could change your life. It would change my life forever, but I don't want to do it. So I'm not going to take the gamble to do it. I don't make that much. I don't make $500K to $1 million a month. I make a lot of money. I'm very blessed, this stuff, but fuck that. And so I did see him. I think 80% of the chat said that they would take it, but I wouldn't be. I don't think I could do it. It's not even on a moral superiority thing. I don't think I'd be able to live myself. Finally back on YouTube. Hey, Philip, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. What else? 2026 resolutions. Push-ups. Well, that kind of goes into the muscle thing. So, push-ups daily. Looks max daily. Improve. Make a short film. That's a good one. Coming to Australia this year. Great for your main channel. Plus a letter from Australia. Yeah, I'm down to go to Australia. I've been supposed to go there for a long time. Don't be homophobic. Well, I'm not homophobic, so it's not. We love everybody. That's love speech, and that kind of goes into don't get banned. Okay, so we got to make an agreement. There's got to be like a safety word. If I start doing too much on stream chat and I start going too far, and you see me say, there's got to be a safety word that you guys say so that we don't set off the alarms to Mossad and to the social media owners. What's the safety word when I start going too far? TOS. Like, what do we do? Because I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get banned. Dave Chappelle said, I support Israel. That could be it. Someone said juice. Juice is good. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do juice. That's the one. If I start going too far, start spamming juice in the chat. Or you can just do the juice. Oh, no, actually, is that too? And you know they banned the juice box emoji on TikTok. I don't know if that's too far. I think juice. Yeah, let's. Jewelry? No, that's. Fuck. Orange. Oh, orange. Yeah, do orange because orange juice. But don't put juice in it. Just say orange. Okay, that's the safety word. If I start going crazy, remember this right now. Just spam orange. You can put the orange emoji. That's perfect. I like that. That's memorable. We can't get banned again. And obviously, I'm very grateful to be back on YouTube. I don't think I even said this yet since I've been back on YouTube. YouTube apologized to me. I've showed the email before. They said, sorry, thank you for your patience, but 3 years later, here's your channel's back. And, I'm happy to see Steve will do it. Someone clip this. I don't want people to get upset, but congratulations, Steve will do it's back on YouTube. He created a new channel, and he's just lapping everybody already. It's incredible to see. He didn't get his channels back. He had to make a new one, but he's already blowing up. He didn't really need it. They gave me all my channels back. I have all 3 of my main channels back. Obviously, there were some more, but I didn't want to be too needy. And they apologized, and they said it's because you were right about COVID and election misinformation. I covered that before, but that was a unique position for me. So I don't want to get in that position again, because let's be real. Let's reflect and be honest. It's because I was doing, I was setting off some alarms. They weren't really happy about that. Don't spam oranges right now. I didn't say anything crazy. Wait, it was another $10 super chat. I don't know if I could turn that type of money down. I have more respect for you now. No, thank you. Look, bro, and I'm not saying it to, be a bragger or whatever, but that's just my thought process. And I think it would kill my creative drive. Part of the reason I don't want to do it because Chad, everyone has said to me if you got that much money doing something so easy, how could you have motivation again? Wouldn't you lose your drive? Wouldn't you lose some of that spark? I don't want to lose that. I don't want, Can we have an RIP for Susan? Is that going to be bad taste? Yeah, well, I mean, that's not bad. It's true. I've said it before. Rest in peace, Susan. Rest in peace to Susan. And Neil Mahan. Neil Mahan, I'm glad to be here. We love India. I love India. All right. Mom Donnie's the mayor. I like Vivek's cowboy hat. I think Tyler Oliveira posted a really slanderous video. That was fucked up. There's no poop at festivals. That was all AI. Okay. That's all fake. I love, India. I want more immigrants coming in, more H-1B visas. You know what? Instead of deporting all the third worlders, I think I'm going to have H-1B visas. How about that? We're going to bring in more. Can you say G on YouTube? I'm not. Okay. I'm not going to, I'm not going to. I was just saying.
Hey, is ever going to a collab
is he ever
with
collab
Choose Your Own Head since y'all New Yorkers?
Is she on head in New York or doesn't she live upstate? I'm down. I like Shoe on Head. I like her. Okay, what else? New Year's resolutions. I need to finish this stuff up. Should I put something about getting closer to God? Should I put that on there? I don't know if that's a resolution. That feels cringe to put on New Year's resolution, right? I would say talk to God more. Yeah, okay, how about that? Talk to God more. Talk to God more. Boom. Someone said quit cigarettes in the chat. That is a good one. Fuck. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, you know what? But not now. When I'm in New York, especially when it's cold, it was freezing cold on Mom Donnie thing today. It's nice and cozy. I'm not trying to. Okay, fine. Quit cigarettes. Yeah, I should do that one. Start a family. Relax, bro. Okay, I'll say this too for YouTube, the new audience. Maybe I am married. Maybe I do have kids. You guys are never gonna know. You guys are not gonna. You aren't gonna know anything about that. It's gonna be completely separate. It's gonna be shielded. You're not gonna be involved. You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know. You're saying, what the fuck? What? You want to be? No. Find a girlfriend? No. Just stop. Marry an Afghani baddie. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. How many Americans are in here? This is very third world today. Look at these names. Pakistan. Can you Americans in here? Can you put the American flag in the chat or a 1 or something? Americans for 1 second. Can we? I need to hire ICE as a mod or something. Yeah, there we go. 1's in the chat if you're American. There we go. Let's just cleanse this out a little bit. It's too many, I was looking through the clips earlier. I saw, these names I can't pronounce. Look at this guy here. Mukha Tarnar. You're not American. You're not American. There we go. We need a little bit more patriotism. We need a little more of that. I see too many people from places that people don't care about trying to tell me about my country and what should happen here. Algeria, no one asked you, Algeria mentioned. Let's just pipe down a little bit. You got a lot of attention. You got a lot of 23 and 24. Let's make this year a little more American. We could do that, okay? 25 was very American too, but YouTube is very third world. It wasn't always like that. When I first joined on here in 2013, that's when I opened up my YouTube channel, SNEAKO. Wi-Fi was restricted for people in like the East Coast of America, West Coast, some people in Brazil, a little bit of Japan, Western Europe, and that was it. And over the years, it just got so brown, you know. And I'm brown, but you know, it was just like, I would say a little more English speaking. It's just like, I'm your YouTube audience since 2017. Fuck all this red pill and orange shit. Make films or stream. Also cite sources, not just Fuentes or whatever. Glad you're back. When do I cite streamers as a source? What are you talking? See, a lot of my OG audience, they got turned off by this stuff because a lot of them are libtards. Let's be real. And they started to hear about what's really going on, and they just got uncomfortable and they got off put by it. But if you look into what I'm really saying and look past the rage bait, I do rage bait a lot. I do. I'm very good at it. If you look past that and look at what I'm really saying and look at the streams where I'm detailing what's going on, I think you might change your mind about that a little bit. Okay? You're Haitian, by the way. I am. But my mom was born here. Her parents are third world immigrants from the Philippines. My dad is from Haiti, third world immigrant. They speak English better than most of you in the chat right now. Don't apologize. I never apologize. YouTube apologized to me. You realize that? Most people that get unbanned, they need to go through the humiliation ritual. They need to make an apology video and do the thing and cry. They apologized to me. That's never happened before. I'm the only YouTuber. Ooh, I've been wanting to say this for... Now that I'm back, I'm the only YouTuber that YouTube apologized to me. I didn't need to do that video. I didn't need to humiliate myself. I didn't turn around. I'm not using AdSense money to fund my Ozempic addiction and legal battles with former friends, suing people that I used to be besties with, but now I hate, so I can make Reddit AI slop drama content at 50 years old. I don't need to do that. They apologized to me. I'm still me. Who else can say the same? Who else got banned and was reinstated after all this time? Who else has done that? I'm really in a unique position. Not to self-glaze too much, but like even me being here right now and saying this and you watching the stream speaking to you, this is something that hasn't been seen before on this website. It's not supposed to happen. When I was banned in 2022, people said I should get a job, I should go back to college, I should quit streaming, I did too much. It said it's over. All these hit pieces, all these articles, mainstream, they all said the devastating downfall, the tragic decline. They hate farmed me and said I was gonna disappear. Nigga, I'm still here, bro. This wasn't supposed to happen. Holy yap. That's what streams are, bro. That's what streams are. Okay, let me finish this fucking resolution real quick. New viewer here. Is it true you're misogynistic? Godified, shut up, bro. Go watch a monkey stream, okay? Tate was right about what? Tristan Tate unfollowed you. Yap about that. Yeah, I know.
Imran Khan, Pakistan.
What did you say about Pakistan?
Pakistan emoji. Pakistan emoji.
Relax, bro.
Pakistan
Why don't you
emoji.
keep that
Pakistan. Pakistan.
It's just like pipe down. Yeah, Tristan Tate unfollowed me. What? I already spoke about that on stream before. I was kind of, making fun of him a little bit for taking the gambling deal. I'm like, hey, is this going to help me escape the Matrix? I'm like, is going to use your gambling link, is that going to help me resist the slave mine? And he's like, I'm a man of my word. We're going to... No, I'm not trying to hate farm or anything. I got respect for them, but I did, that never happened. That you're saying smarmy. I'm just saying, like, that's, that millionaire party never happened. Probably, shouldn't have happened. And I'm like, hey, is this helping me escape the Matrix if I gamble on your link? And he's like, it's the same thing as a sugary drink, but you wouldn't know because you never played professional sports. I'm like, actually, I did. I played professional sports. I played football against Christian Pulisic, and I never had to use a gambling link. I wore the jersey, but we weren't promoting. It's just like a weird analogy to compare a sugary drink to gambling. Is just, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And I saw, actually, let me take a quick tangent. I saw this. I want to know what you guys think. I think this is a little bit pivotal. And I'm not really saying this to hate farm, but I do think that this is an important indicator of a change. And it does go into my, what I said when I said red pill is dead. I'm saying this group, like this manosphere thing, it's just not the same as it once was. It doesn't have the aura and the respect that it did back in 22. Glad you're back. Thoughts on the shift towards authenticity and being offline? Also, any YouTubers you've been tuned into lately? No, I don't watch any YouTubers, to be honest with you. I watch some film stuff, here and there, but really not that much. Let's see. So, and it's like people are saying, oh, you're grifting. You're only doing the red pill when it's valued. No, it's not. Like the talking points are still there, but this, this side of the internet, it's just not what it once was. It's not what it once was. Also, my publicist is gone now that it's January 1st. I don't know if I should rehire her, but I don't really think anything happened. I don't know. Did you guys see anything? Should I renew my publicist? 1 if no, 2 if yes. 1 if no, 2 if yes. Did you guys notice a difference? It's pretty fucking expensive. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty fucking expensive. 1 if no, 2 if yes. Hey, thanks for the 20. Thank you for 20. Suleiman said, congrats on return. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I saw you said Happy New Year. I didn't text you back yet, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was like making fun of third worlders, and then Suleiman Ahmed. I'm joking. Yeah, he's a good guy. I appreciate him saying that. Okay, so Khabib Nurmagomedov said he's not a fan of Andrew Tate. He just liked to post on Instagram that called him misogynistic, a fake tough guy, and said that he preys on men with fragile egos. The caption read, performative masculinity versus reality. The fact that these two men, Andrew Tate and Jake Paul, have managed to amass tens of millions of disciples worldwide by mimicking a brash, misogynistic, cartoonish, tough guy persona says less about strength and more about widespread insecurity and intellectual laziness. Cosplay for men who confuse volume and authority with cruelty and power. This sentence is well written.
To help others learn cheat codes of this matrix, NASDAQ Futures Day Trading. Challenge yourself this year to learn Inner Circle Trader Smart.
It's alarming how effortlessly algorithmic turns the fragile egos of millions of men and young men out there into movements. This is why digital platforms that profit from radicalizing the emotionally underdeveloped while calling it free expression need to be regulated. I don't like the fact that Khabib liked this post. I'll say this in defense of them, regardless of the differences with the Tates. I don't like that Khabib liked this. Because right here, the thesis of this statement is saying social media platforms should ban people that go in this direction. Khabib is essentially saying that free speech should not be allowed because it's radicalizing the youth. And Khabib is very vocal about Palestine. Does he not know that they use this? They will use this as an excuse to ban people like him who are very pro-Palestine. No, we shouldn't have more censorship and dictate who should be allowed or not allowed because it's radicalizing the youth. Khabib, they would say the same thing about you. They could say what you say about your views on women. They could say your views about religion. They could say any of your major points in your philosophies in the world could fall into this category, and by extension, you could get banned too. Khabib is one of my favorite fighters. I think I'm supposed to go to Dagestan with Aiden. I'm just saying, maybe he didn't read all of it and he disagrees with the Tate stuff, but overall, this post here is saying we should censor more people, and very easily you could get. And but the same reason I'm banned on Instagram, but apparently there's a new Instagram called @FakeSNEAKO. I don't know if you guys saw that. So there's a fake SNEAKO Instagram. It's called, I'm going to type it in chat real quick. It's @FakeSNEAKO on Instagram. Yeah, I just saw that account pop up. Weird, huh? It's brand new, but it's a fake so yeah, I don't know who, did you guys see that page? I'll show you right now. I think that account's been posting new stuff straight from, yeah, so @FakeSNEAKO on Instagram. But the reason I got banned on Instagram was because I was very vocally pro-Palestine, right? On October 8th, I went on Brad's podcast and I was saying that I said free Palestine right away. I tweeted that right away. I was one of the first vocal people about it. You guys know that. I don't need to be too repetitive in the return stream.
When you moved to Miami for Red
When you moved to Miami for, you missed out on
the burgeoning Dimes Square scene in NYC of younger, more conservative.
No, I go to East Village. Dimes Square, what is that? LES, East Village border. Yeah, I go to Dimes Square all the time. I eat there all the time. I've been hanging out there a lot all over the summer too. And New York City's still the greatest city in the world, bro. New York City's the greatest city in the world. If there's New Yorkers in the chat, put the Statue of Liberty emoji. I want to see. We need some more patriotism with this city. I felt pretty patriotic today at that inauguration. It's the greatest city in the world. And people said exactly in 2020, in 2021, what they're saying today. They said Miami is the new financial hub. They said everybody's going to go over Miami, invest in real estate.
Don't gamble.
Yo, MJ, can you stop spamming the TTS like you talk too much? They said that Miami's going to be the new hub. In a lot of ways, it did become that for a little bit, but a lot of people either just retired and they're, I think the three people that say Miami's the new New York City are they're either really rich, old, or Jewish. I'm not saying to be anti-Semitic. That's just the truth. It's a lot of people from the Upper East Side. That neighborhood is predominantly Jewish, old, and rich. And they're very, a lot of these people, they're anti-Trump, and they're also anti-Mamdani. So right now they're like in this weird position where they just like hate everything in politics. You know, the two biggest populist politicians in this country right now. It's crazy that Mamdani's at that point. And I was one of those people. I moved to Miami for 2 years in 22. It came back in 24, at the end of 24. And everybody else, like people like me, they either moved back or they just retired. New York City is 8.5 million people. The people that are capable of moving and also that will move to Miami, that doesn't make up the majority of this city. It's still the greatest city in the world. You know, it might be different. Like today, for example, I tweeted this. I saw a girl at the inauguration. She was a Puerto Rican girl with a beard and a nose ring. And she was yelling Salam Alaikum at Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is a Jew. She was probably I'm on YouTube. This person was a trans person yelling Salam Alaikum at a Jew. It's like, that's a pretty great indicator of like the hardcore Mamdani supporters and also like the state of politics here. It's just funny how that works out. But yeah, New York is, aside from that, you know, that could be funny in a lot of ways. It's the greatest city. And a lot of it is attributed to the diversity. That is what separates it from something like Tokyo. I think what's comparable to Manhattan is Tokyo, but Tokyo is very homogenous. It's like 99% of people that look exactly like me with eyes that are more spread apart. I don't know if I could do the Asian eyes on YouTube, but that's like everybody looks like that, and that's why it's like it doesn't have the same aura that New York City has. New York is great because of its diversity. That's the truth. That gets people really upset, and you know, maybe I'm on far right Twitter too much, but like, oh, I hate multiculturalism. No, but that's what makes cities great, especially New York. So it definitely is. It's still the greatest, man. It hasn't changed and it won't. So, but here, you know, seeing Khabib like this post criticizing Tate very heavily, I think it's like a bottom signal in crypto. It shows something different. It shows a shifting ideology. Somebody that popular, because they do have a lot in common in a way. Well, that's arguable. That's debatable. But okay, let's finish this real quick. What else? I am stalling crazy right now. Anything else for the 2026 resolutions? What else do I need to put? I think that's pretty. I don't need to keep it too crazy. What else did I write on my whiteboard? Film. Oh, and also average 2K viewers cross on YouTube while cross streaming. How's that? You know, I've never botted before either. For people that don't know, I never botted viewers before. You're saying average 5K? Yeah, but I cross stream, you know? Okay, I'll put 3K. While cross streaming. Actually, I don't even like putting like viewers on there. Like kind of, I don't care. You know, I don't even like that. You know, that's weird. You've botted my viewers. Okay, well I never fucking asked you to. Is that? There was one dude when I was streaming on Kick. He texted me. There was one time I was streaming on Kick and I had 8K viewers, and it was like, oh my god, you have 8K, and everyone was freaking out. And then the guy texted me and said, hey, if you like this, now you got to pay me. It was like a drug dealer giving somebody a little dose of fentanyl, and then you got to come back for more. I thank you for the $50. Whoa! Big dono. Appreciate that. What about you ignoring Soundboard, a.k.a. Krusty, for 2026 because Krusty can survive without you? Oh, cancer. I think you meant to say can't survive. Yeah, you know what's funny? A lot of that's a great one. Leave... ignore clout chasers. I'll say this. Somebody hit me up. They hit me up saying, "Hey, do you want to squash the beef? Let's go. Let's all meet. Let's go squash the beef and meet up." And it's like, after all the stuff, I don't need these people. I don't want to. It's like people don't realize that they cross the line. You know, it's that's it. That's it. It's incredible because people think I have to put more respect for myself. People think that after all the shit, that we could go back. No. Absolutely not. Thank you for another dono. Have you been to Toronto, or are you planning going soon? I went in 2024. I was there for like a month. There with Aiden in Brampton, I think, or what was it called? No anti-Semitism in 2026. That's like a cringe thing to write. Don't get banned. Don't take gambling deal. Talk to God more. Quit takes. All right, this is a good list. I think that's a good list. All right, cool. These are my 2026 New Year's resolution. Boom. Do a money goal. I don't like to put like numbers as goals like that. Make art good again. That goes to make a short film. Cut off Jake Future? Why? No. Okay, we'll move on from this. That's my resolution. Somebody screenshot that so we could save it. And I'll return. Actually, I'm going to copy paste this, put this in Google Drive. No more gooning. No, I already don't goon. You know what I mean? For the most part, you know how it is. Keep smoking. I'm not going to put that. Okay, let me copy paste it real quick. I didn't even get into my clips and content today. There's so much stuff to cover. All right, let me quick. I love this. Hold on, I'm going to roll something real quick. Just let me show you how hard this is. Oh, I needed to put the music video with Ty Dolla $ign. Whatever, it'd be Fillmore. This is what I'm talking about.
Isn't that beautiful how it looks?
Yeah. All right, content for today. Lots of stuff to cover. Goddamn, I've been yapping a lot. Fucking hell. I yapped longer than I want to shout out this. I was going to react to this loud. You guys see this UK rap? Shout out to RA. You see this?
Big up all the podcasts and streamers, making different money off a series like a Beamers. Kyson, that SNEAKO, Aiden and Platboy, even academic. Big up all the podcasts and streamers, making different money off a series like a Beamers. Kyson, that SNEAKO, Aiden and Platboy, even academic. Big up all the...
I want to hear the whole bar. How did you not... Let me listen to this song, actually. Shout out to RA. Man like RA. SNEAKO, Aiden, Platboy. They want to stream, but you don't. It's in the track, boy. You fuck. I know. Don't call it UK rap cringe, man. I was expecting it to be a diss or something.
This year's been the worst, so where do I start this? Jamaica, Sudan and Palestine's where my heart is. Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, what the rot in. The whole of the west side got dashed away like garbage. Most of my family, them yards flattened like carnage. Watch my auntie picking up her roof was the hardest. All the families that went through it, yeah, we feel that. All we gotta do is hold the faith and we'll build back. Sudan and Palestine going through it, I ain't letting up.
Oh my god, this is 8 minutes? Wait, fucking hell. Someone told me the timestamp. I was in 8 minutes of this song. Wait a sec. I just want to hear that bar.
You look like
Headspace and Central C still mashing up the charts. They doing big bitch.
I've had my first boxing fight 2 months ago.
What did you say? Fuck. The TT, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, that project was hard. And D-Block Europe still selling out tours. I like Cascades Code, he's been shelling down.
8-minute song.
On Tommy Robertson out in Dubai. Thinks he knows what he's talking about, but he just spreading lies. And big up all the podcasts and streamers, making different money off a series like a Beamers. Kyson, that SNEAKO, Aiden and Platboy, even academics still popping like a Mac toy. And may know I'm fab, made a diss song for 5th, but I don't really.
Was that a shout out or was that a diss? Oh, thank you for the 50. Thank you for the 50. I appreciate it, Tree Diglets. Seeker, why are you nodding your head to this trash? It's not. I like UK rap, bro.
Talking about, but either spreading lies. And big up all the podcasts and streamers, making different money off a series like a Beamers. Kyson, that SNEAKO, Aiden and Platboy, even academics still popping like a Mac toy. And may know I'm fab, made a diss song for 5th, but I don't.
You said academics popping like a Mac toy. That sounds a little bit. That sounds sus to me. I can't. Big up. Okay, big up. All right, cool. Maybe diss academics. I don't know. All right, let's get into everything for today. Real quick. Major. Speaking of looks maxing, looking for Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom tweeted a picture of JD Vance looking fat. Well, he just is kind of overweight. He's not too fat, but JD Vance does need a looks max. He does have a fat face for the most part. He can improve it. He needs to bone smash a little bit. Maybe Ozempic, but I think he can do it without it. JD Vance needs to meth max. Because this is, if you guys have a face like this too, it's like, it's not even that much. He probably weighs like 210, 205 tops, you know? But it's just funny. Look at how the culture is changing. Not only is Gavin Newsom riding Klav's wave, but also Gavin Newsom is like a really left-wing politician. You know, I tweeted saying Gavin Newsom 2028 trolling, rage baiting the Trump supporters. They get all mad like, oh, the transgenders. What does Trump have to do with this culture war stuff is not really changing the country. First off, Trump has done nothing since he's been in office. So it's like, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Trump right now, he just spent New Year's Eve dick-sucking Netanyahu in Mar-a-Lago for his New Year's Eve party, right? Is he really that much better than Gavin Newsom? What, because he says trans bad, Gavin Newsom says trans good? But look how the left wing is changing. 6 years ago, they were all saying fat acceptance. It was okay to be fat. It was love your body, worship yourself, self-care, all this stuff. Now the left-wing politicians are using fatness. They're using obesity as an insult, as a campaign strategy. This was unheard of from left-wing people 4 years ago. But now look, and I think this is a step in the right direction. You know, maybe we could steer Gavin Newsom in the right direction. And it's good. We should make fun of fat people. I don't know if that's going to get me banned, but it's absolutely true. The same way you guys make fun of me for the stuff you make fun of, we need to do this. And JD Vance, you know, you do need a looks max. You need to really put in a shift if you want to become president at 28. But I'm definitely not. And until you drop Peter Thiel, we're not supporting you. That's the bigger one. Even if you're overweight and you do look like this and they make memes of your face and you try to own it and post memes of yourself, as long as JD Vance does not disavow Peter Thiel, the CEO of Palantir, a contractor for Israel, for spyware, we're not voting. We're not voting for JD Vance. Absolutely not. This is ushering in the end of the world. People think that Peter Thiel's the Antichrist, but no, he doesn't have enough charisma. The Antichrist is probably going to be a lot more charismatic. Peter Thiel has this, like, I think is he gay and Jewish? I'm not trying to, let me Google this real quick. I don't want that to sound anti-Semitic. Is Peter Thiel gay and Jewish? Is that... Let's see. Don't spam orange yet. Yes. Oh, look. See, you don't need to spam orange. Yes, Peter Thiel is openly gay. I'm proud to be gay, and he's Jewish. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. It's just something to bring up.
Speaking of Times Square.
Go
on Red Scare Pod like Nick did. They mentioned you and Clavicular on their.
Oh, are they out in Times Square? Yeah, I would do the Red Scare podcast. Absolutely. Sure. I don't know if they invite me on, but. Yeah, I like I'm in Lower East Side. I'm in Lower East Side all the time. All the time. Covered this. That was a major move. And Mom Donnie today, you see this? Is this, I don't know if you need to put orange for that, but this is like, it is funny that he really, this would have got me banned on Kick back in the day. This would have got me a strike on YouTube at 22. I think he had a pretty good speech. This is exactly what they were all so mad about Elon Musk for doing the exact same thing. I think Elon Musk just did it way too autistic. Mom Donnie's doing it with a smile and he's doing it like my heart goes out to you. Elon Musk went like, I'm not going to do it right now because I first stream back, but he went fucking, he really, he put emphasis in that. That was more, it sounded like, there's more love in it. I think that's the difference of why there's no outrage over that. I'm not going to cover his whole speech. It was a good speech overall. It was long. It was yappy. I'm not going to cover it. But basically, I think this clip, even though this is disparaging him, this summarizes it.
We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism.
People are mad about this. So I think the gist of the speech was talking about how nations come and go, but cities last forever. New York City, the identity of it, even though there's the replacement and the demographic change and this stuff, New York City's still New York City. A lot of America is unrecognizable, but New York is still undeniably New York. So most people in New York have more affinity with New York City than they do with America. I saw Palestine flags at the inauguration. I didn't see one American flag, although they did sing the national anthem. What he says here, people are really upset about. He says, let's replace rugged individualism with collectivism. And it's funny that people are really upset about this because far-right Twitter, they'll post memes of Hitler. They'll talk about Germany all the time.
I'm 23-year-old. Still live with my parents. I pay
you're
about
depressed?
$500 to $700
if you're depressed, just stop. Like, what do you want me to say to you? Stop being depressed and don't disappoint your bloodline. Just stop. Get over it. So, okay, you don't need to spam orange. But far-right Twitter, for example, they'll talk about white identity and how they need to come back and have this have an allegiance to their own people the same way black people did during BLM. That white people need to band together again. That they'll talk about the Nazis and how the National Socialist Party, they worked together. They had pride and nationalism. Mamdani says something similar. Let's replace individualism with collectivism. Let's think in a community again. Let's see one another as people. Let's have some pride in our community and in our city. People get upset. It's funny that people get really mad about socialist ideas when it's coming from a brown guy, but when it comes from Hitler, when the National Socialists, they romanticize and jerk off to edits of him. Right? Hitler, the National Socialist movement, it was about uplifting the working class. It was about fixing where the money was being. It was, in a way, it's not similar. It's not exactly like tax the rich. But they did find a way to reallocate the money from the top 1% and figure out a way to fix the economy after complete disaster with socialist ideas and also with nationalism, with pride, with raising the German identity. That's how Germany went from the worst economy in European history, the highest unemployment rate, to one of the most successful European and almost taking over the world in like 7 years. It was incredible how quickly they turned it around. So it's interesting how when Mamdani says this, like, let's be collectivists, let's get rid of individualism, they get all upset. But that is the problem. Everyone's upset about this, but rugged individualism, too much individualism, it got us where we are now, where people have no sense of pride. They don't see their neighbors as people. They don't see people as part of a community. They just see everybody as stepping stones to get over. And I understand that to some extent, especially for men, it's getting extremely difficult out there and you do need to find some sort of an individuation. But if we lose any sort of sense of community, if we only try to help ourselves out, then what makes us a country? What makes us a city? It has nothing to do with liberal. It's, a lot of the differences when somebody who's brown says this, or when somebody like ethnic or whatever you want to say says this, they say you're a liberal. When Hitler says it, you guys jerk off to the edits. There's one more.
I welcome the change. For too long, those fluent in the good grammar of civility.
It wasn't a salute. He actually threw a grenade at the crowd. Okay, that was funny. That's funny. Fine.
Have deployed decorum to mask agendas of cruelty. Many of these people have been betrayed by the established order. But in our administration, their needs will be met. Their hopes and dreams and interests will be reflected transparently in government. They will shape our future. And if for too long these communities have existed as distinct from one another, we will draw this city closer together.
You got a little bit of aura, man. Whatever. I know some of you guys are going to say, just regardless of what you think about the politics, when you're analyzing the way his public speaking ability, which is the most important aspect of becoming a successful populist politician, he figured it out. He's a great public speaker.
We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism. If our campaign demonstrated that the people of New York yearn for solidarity, then let this government foster it. Because no matter what you eat, how you pray, or where you come from, the words that most define us are the two we all share: New Yorkers.
This is the people they're rallied up again. They're happy, and this movement's going to continue to grow. Almost like JFK. He sounds like JFK mixed with Obama. And look at what he walked out to at the end of his speech. You hear this song? New Yorkers, but no one is from here. Yeah, I think like 53% of the people in this city are not even born here. I was born here. Mamdani wasn't even born here. But but he's playing like Indian music, which is funny because like it's like a Toronto Indian guy. I think he's Sikh. I know.
Time someone tells you that they're depressed, recommend ketamine. Look up its mental benefits and testimonies.
No, I'm not recommending horse tranquilizer for a depressed person. What the fuck did you just say in the No, like you don't need ketamine. You just stop being depressed. I know Vivek Ramaswamy is really jealous seeing this because Mamdani just embraces being an Indian. And Vivek will get called a Jeet 1,000 times more than Mamdani ever will. Because he puts on a cowboy hat and he puts on lifts in his shoes and he tries to, he wears like an American flag jacket. He's the type of guy to wear an American flag bow tie trying to fit in with whites. Mamdani just embraces it. Nobody's going to call him a Jeet. If you own it, then they can't use it against you. Vivek is ashamed. He's like showing his kids with Star Wars toys, look, I'm just like a white guy. And then he crashes out every year and says, Indians are Americans too. And just nobody that he's trying to appeal to likes it. Mamdani's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna. People respect that more. Just own it. He's, what is he again? Sudanese, Ugandan or something, but his parents are from India. He's like, yeah, I'm Indian. And nobody calls him a Jeet. Vivek has got to be seething. He's like, oh shit, I didn't need to go change my whole identity. I didn't need to suck up to these people. I could have just owned it. Instead, I'm stuck forever. Instead, I'm stuck. Thank you. Come again. Don't say orange. Okay, all right. I didn't say anything that bad. Look at these people. Very New York today, but...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
These idiots. It's like, bro, these people vote, by the way. To be honest, a lot of these people probably voted for Mamdani too. If they're getting swayed by a TikTok. Are there ever fireworks off the Brooklyn Bridge from that view in Dumbo? Like, everybody recording they're recording the Hudson River. Or the East River. This is the East River. Any second now. Goofies, bro. Yeah, no, hey, this isn't Sydney. This is New York. There's, like...
Where are they?
Did we get pranked? We got pranked. I mean, the amount of people who are misinformed here.
You too. I see this all the time when I walk around the city. You could see people, these massive lines. You ever go around Manhattan recently and you see this random store and there's a line of like 50 Zoomers out front? You ask them what it is, and it's like a matcha shop or a cookie shop every time. And they always find out about it from TikTok. It's a new trendy thrift store. And 50 Zoomers are lined up, waiting in the freezing cold, rain, snowing, and they'll just stand there to get a fucking cookie or a matcha latte because it went viral on TikTok. They're lined up to get some shitty thrifted clothes from a girl who has chlamydia living in Bushwick. And they're just lined up because they saw a TikTok about it. These people vote. The vast amount of people that are just waiting, these hordes of people just waiting for something to happen in New York City all the time, it's incredible. You saw it too when there was all these Mexicans. They look like Steezy Kane lined up to go and buy a Playboy Cardi poster to wear a shirt with Cardi's face on it, like with the Edgar haircut. They're all like 5'4", and they're like, I love Cardi. The amount of people that will just wait in line, and it just shows how many people. I don't want to call them NPCs because it hurts their feelings, but maybe goy cattle's a better way. It is bot activities, bro. Don't disrespect the guy. I'm not disrespecting Cardi. It's just like if you got to be like a different level. You have to be a goy cattle to wait in line to buy a shirt of Cardi's face on it. To spend $200 to wear a shirt with a guy's face, that is goy cattle activity. Yeah, touching the bull balls over there in Fide-Eye. There was another one I saw yesterday. It's usually matcha or a cookie shop.
Here. It's not off to a good start.
Yeah, that you really spent your New Year's Eve standing like goy cattle filming a TikTok of the East River. Right, and we need to, like, we can't memory hold this stuff. Like, everybody in this video, and I don't say this to be mean, but we need to make fun of these people. Like, if you know somebody who went there, you need to make fun of them. Because it's like everybody that fell for COVID, like all the people that got vaccinated, and I could talk about this now. I got banned for saying this. If you got vaccinated, if you fell for the COVID paranoia, if you were laying down in the street for George Floyd doing a humiliation ritual, we need to relentlessly bully you to prevent this from happening again. If you are friends with anybody who filmed the East River thinking that it was Sydney, Australia, and there was going to be fireworks, you should be bullied a little bit. We can't just let people be goy cattle this easily without any sort of repercussions. Everyone who was there wearing a double mask, it's like, it's that we just move on and act like they didn't do this. It was 70% of the people. The people that posted the black square, there's got to be some sort of repercussions. It's like after World War II. In Paris, for example, all the Parisians, once France was liberated, when Paris was liberated, all the Parisians, they found the women that were fucking the Nazi soldiers within Paris, and they shaved their heads like how people view you and marched them through the street and threw fromage and baguette. Putain! Va te faire foutre! Suce ma bite! C'est fou ça! Like, they were just yelling and smacking the back of their heads. And because all the women, that's what happens. A lot of these women do that. When their country gets invaded, women, and this is kind of the grim part of female nature, instead of resisting the forces that now control your country, they just start fucking them. It was a vast amount of Parisian women. And those same women, they'll end up going into a protest. You ever see a protest in Paris and they just lift up their shirt and show their tits? I don't know why Paris is known for that so much. And those same women will do that, but I like that they held them accountable. I'm not encouraging you to shave women's heads and march them through the streets and throw fromage, but if we don't hold the people accountable a little bit, there should be a march at least. Because these people were storming through the streets, interrupting dinners when we had outdoor dining all over the city, interrupting them and saying, no justice, no peace, this is a white-owned business and silence is violence. You're trying to eat some spaghetti and you're getting like snot and spit from a libtard yelling and protesting all over you. No justice, no peace. We need to have some sort of accountability for this, or else it's going to happen again. It's crazy that we get to move on so quickly. Neon said something on New Year's. What did Nene say?
This is so bad, bro. By the way, SNEAKO is right. Why do I act like the gay best friend? It's like a weird thing. Like, it's like
because you saw when you went over to Twitch, you wanted to become PR friendly. Thank you for the, what currency is this? TRY. Thank you for the 1100. Never follow the majority. God is one and greater the majority. That was the greatest indicator to not fall for the COVID psyop. But Neon, ever since he went PR friendly, he went to Twitch and he realized that he couldn't be the same, red pill incel that he was in 23. He's like, okay, I need to get the deals and stuff. He softened it, which is good. I'm not hating on it. But the girl content he was doing back then is not the girl content he's doing now, right? If you want to get a bunch of celebrity collabs, and I see this, he acts this way with a lot of women. He's like, I just need to have an outfit. I don't know what I'm going to wear to the club. Oh my God, I just love you. You're just like a genuine, I just love you. I love Neon. But this is a good strategy because women feel comfortable. It's a signal to other women. They see you acting like the gay best friend. They're more likely to come on your stream. Because the comparison to somebody like me, when I do girl content, some of them fall in love. I'll do the aggressive riz and stuff. It can be off-putting. Obviously, that's not everything I do with the girl content, but they can expect that. But that's how he's getting these collabs like that. He's the gay best friend. And you're going to be invited to all the bad bitches sleepovers.
It's like a weird thing. Like, it's like I promise you I'm not gay, bro. Y'all gonna see tonight. Y'all gonna see tonight, bro. Y'all gonna see tonight.
Did he prove it? I didn't see.
No, I'm not gay, bro. I'm not gay. I like dick, or I don't like dick.
I don't know. Okay, Neon.
I like pussy, bro. You look homeless? Fuck off, bro. Like, I saw someone on my Twitter community, they're like, oh, he looks homeless. He's losing himself. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't look homeless. I'm happy. I'm fucking, like, what? Like, are you serious? Also, chat, I think the gambling stream's gonna come back soon.
Hey SNEAKO, I was in NYC for a week last week. Shit was terrible.
I was in New York for last week. Yeah, because you went to all the Goy cattle activities. What did you just stood around in Midtown and waiting in lines? And yeah, it's cold. Put on a coat. It's freezing because you don't know where to go. If you know where to go and you know what to do, then you're gonna have a good time. But if you're just looking up stuff on, from events online and ChatGPT, yeah, then you're gonna go with all the rest of the Goy cattle. You went to the wrong spots. Like, what do you want me to tell you? If you do the tourist activities in any major city in the world, it's gonna be the same experience. Read your chat, little bro. It's moving. I'm reading. I just read the chat, dumbass. I'm reading it right now. Why are people getting mad? Okay, what is this? Cuffham said something about me.
What did you just say?
Apparently, SNEAKO took your girl.
How does XQC know about that? How is he that tapped in, bro? I didn't know. I didn't know he was tapped in.
Wait, what did you just say?
Apparently, SNEAKO took your girl. True or false?
Well, SNEAKO's a cuck, so do you believe that? SNEAKO's a cuck. Do you believe that?
Well, I mean,
what do you say fuck me for? Like, why? Why the fuck? Okay, XQC disses you, Cuff, and then you immediately, instead of dissing him back, you diss me. The fuck did I do? XQC is the one saying I took your bitch, and now I'm the cuck?
Really? Well, I don't think he's a cuck. I think he partook in cuck act, even though he's not a cuck anymore. That's what I think.
Why was that sentence the clearest sentence that he's getting better at speaking? It was him describing how much of a cuck he thinks I am. Was he really emphasizing his words?
So why did SNEAKO own you in every debate y'all went against?
That's not true. That's not true at all.
So you wanted to...
There's a lot of tension in this call.
Debate against SNEAKO?
What?
X, just listen. Don't argue with Cuff. He's gonna start crying.
Ron, I like your butterfly.
I rolled in that debate.
Fuck you, Cheeser.
Wait, what'd you...
Yeah, I like Ron Cheese, and you already know. But yeah, bro, why is Cuffham calling me a cuck, bro? The fuck did I... What the fuck me for? And then later I go on Kick Chow. Of course, I see on Twitter, like right after. Oh, did they delete the post? Oh, he deleted the post. Oh, no, he didn't. It's right here. Yo, bro, what? Is this real? What is this? What is this? Cuffham is officially back with his ex, Jane, who cheated on him last year? Say it, Intel. This can't be real. Not the big BAU press. I don't believe this. Even though Cuffham's calling me a cuck, and he's upset, I think this is slander. Kick Champ, I don't know. Stop slandering him. Stop slandering him. It's not real. I saw he posted a picture doing damage control. He's with someone else right now, I guess. This has got to be, it's Photoshop, all right? It's Photoshop. I don't know what you got against me. All right. I'll go through the clips real quick, and then I have some good videos I want to watch. Recap a good year, 2025. And then we can move on. But I'll quickly go. I've never done Discord clips on a YouTube stream before. The Somali daycare sent you a cease and desist. Did they really? The Somali daycare sent. Oh, look. Okay, I'll say this about the Somali daycares. It looks, although it might have been fabricated a little bit in the video, it does look like fraud. There's got to be some fraud involved. How many fucking daycares do Somalis need in Minnesota? There were like 50 daycares. That alone, come on, you're going to tell me not a few are money laundering? They go in one office building and there's like 30 different healthcare centers and 50 daycares. There's not that many I am the captain now kids. There's not that many. Big four-headed Africans. I love Somalia, but there's not that many where they need 150,000 daycares in a little city of Minneapolis. Come on. Come on. You're going to tell me that people weren't abusing government funds a little bit? It's suspicious. And there's probably, but it is being overblown to distract from what's happening now. Did you notice that people were talking about the Epstein list where they were just, every single paragraph was blacked out? They were hiding and then you could put it in Adobe Acrobat and read the names that the FBI was supposed to black out. Everybody moved on from the Epstein list and now they're talking about daycares in Minnesota. Netanyahu just had New Year's Eve dinner in Mar-a-Lago. He gave Trump the Israeli award for the best Israeli. He said, this is the first award that doesn't go to an Israeli. Good Good boy. Good Trump. Good. Pat him on the head, and he gave him a little nibble of an apple. And Trump bit it out of his hand, and then Trump pushed in his chair. Everybody moved on from that, and they're talking about daycares. And now this guy, Nick Shirley, I'm not too sure about him. I spoke to him before. Nick Shirley's doing this podcast tour with all the Zio MAGA conservative influencers. And he's being pushed really hard by Elon Musk. He's being endorsed by JD Vance. He's going on PBD, who openly hates Muslims all the time. He's getting on Trump Jr.'s show, and Trump Jr. will be like, America first, but then also never talk about Israel or push to get the Epstein files released. It's a little bit strange, the push he's making. And then I see him say some talking points. He's like, yeah, I'm a virgin. I don't drink alcohol. I don't have any vices. I'm waiting until marriage. And I'm like, who does this sound like? Nick Shirley, who does this sound like? And I don't think this is true, but if they did want a replacement for somebody who is speaking about Israel and who's clearly challenging the GOP right now and wreaking havoc all over American politics, then they would need somebody who replaces him, the great replacement, a young white guy in his 20s who is aligned with the Peter Thiel cabal, with the Zio MAGA-tard group, the people who can talk about Muslims all day long and who are going to cry and scream and yell about Somalis. But when it comes to Epstein, they're fucking blind. It's strange. And so I do want to speak to Nick Shirley. I'll DM him. I think he follows me. I do want to bring him on stream and speak to him and see, I want to figure out what his intentions are and what's going on. Or if they gave him, what conversation they had behind closed doors, because this push happened really quickly. He has the most viewed X video of all time. It has like 3 million views on YouTube, but it's the most viewed video ever on X. Some of that stuff seems strange. So I want to go figure this stuff out. And, I did speak to him briefly before. But does anyone see that? Does anyone think that that's a little bit artificial? Or am I just coping? But bottom line, yes, it's important. If there is fraud going on from third world immigrants, we should talk about it. Nobody wants them to be like, look at me, Minnesota. I am the captain now. And scamming tax dollars for daycares where nobody's in and learning is leering. Nobody wants that. That's fair. But can we talk about the very obvious war in Iran that's going to happen? Did anybody watch the White House live stream where Trump and Netanyahu are addressing the nation? Why the fuck is Netanyahu addressing the nation, first off? Why does anyone just talk about that blanket fact? Why is there a foreign leader addressing our country time and time again? It's his 5th visit in like 10 months. Nonstop going. He's in Mar-a-Lago at the party with Trump. Is this stuff not weird to you? Why is that flag? Why is the Israeli flag even on the White House website, on the White House YouTube channel? Nobody's speaking about this, but they have a lot of energy for a Somalian daycare. I just want the outrage to be allocated properly. And if we're being real, a lot more of it should be for the fact that Trump said he does not want your support if you want the Epstein files released. Don't memory hold that like you memory hold COVID. I need a car ASAP. Hold on. Someone from New York on the train. I didn't see this. I didn't see this yet. We all know why. Stop asking the same questions. Well, no, this... Okay, well, you don't... Oh, that's London. God is good, yes, sir. Long and love speech. Oh, thank you for 30.
Burn, nigga! Burn! Fuck, nigga!
This is Toronto. Oh, fuck no, bro. Bro, go on the other side of the bus. Why are you still... Is that not an indicator to get off at this stop and walk home? Or go to the bottom floor?
Jim. Cuffum is right. You're a cuck.
Okay. All right, and what are you? Thank you for the 10. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Rather be afraid of one who can destroy both body and bloody hell. Matthew 28. Okay, thank you. SNEAKO updates leak. Is this him? Is this SNEAKO updates once he loses his scams in Minnesota? And he has to go on public transportation in Toronto? No updates. No.
This ain't cheddar, it's quiche.
I love this edit. All right. What do you want me to say to that? I'm finding AI not funny anymore.
Please repeat after me. I, Zohran Kwame Mamdani.
I, Zohran Kwame Mamdani.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Charter of the City of New York.
And the Charter of the City of New York.
I love Bernie's accent.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And yes, he is. This is the Jew getting a Muslim to swear into office with his hand on the Quran. I hope you know that.
Allahu Akbar!
Yes, there's a burqa on the Statue of Liberty now. And everybody upset about Zohran Mamdani swearing into the Quran. You know, Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible when he swore in as president. Where's that outrage? At least Mamdani believes in something. I think he's the first president in history to not put his hand on the Bible. And then last week, he's on stage with Mark Levin, and they're patting him on the head, saying Trump is the first Jewish president. And he's like, yes, it's true. It's true. Okay, so if America's a Christian nation, why are you not upset about Trump admitting publicly not only that he's a Jewish president, but that he can't even swear on the Bible? I would rather have an elected official believe in God to some extent, not refuse the Bible at all. Is Trump even really a Christian at this point? He said a month ago that he doesn't even think he's going to make it to heaven. Trump doesn't think he's going to heaven. Imagine if Mamdani said that. They would call him demonic. Trump is saying, I think I'm an evil person. I have regrets. My subconscious mind is eating away at me because I've done evil things. None of that outrage. But Mamdani on the Quran, that's the worst thing ever.
I will faithfully...
The Somalis are being used. Yeah, no, that is kind of being used as a distraction.
Discharge the duties.
Of the office of the Mayor of the City of New York.
Of the office of the Mayor of the City of New York.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
There we go. Yo, did Bernie go in for a kiss? Or what do you whisper? Like probably, oh, congratulations. Yeah, Bernie, your hand going a little high on that shoulder. You like, pipe down a little bit, bro. This, I don't know. Is that too much? I think that's a little much. You didn't need to do that. This feels, I don't know. New Supreme drop. That's fake.
I mean, this is the whole game. This is how, the United States has somehow tied itself to the anchor of Gaza. Like, why are we responsible for Bibi's mass murder? Well, we are now, partly because so many Americans have been told over and over and over, like, your destiny is intertwined with Israel. Israel's our most important ally.
You know what? I like Tucker Carlson, but sometimes the way he talks, he's like, why can't this, like, what's going on with our government? Like, what's the deal with Netanyahu? I'm just an American in my cabin. He talks like I'm just a degular American guy. I'm just your next door neighbor. It's like, dude, you are a multimillionaire. You have a house in Qatar. You've been doing Fox News for decades. You've met foreign officials all over the world. You have ties with extremely wealthy, influential people. You know how the system works. You've met these people. You're friends with them. And he's always talking like, well, I'm just trying to wonder, why can't I be the next door guy? Like, what's going? And then people eat it up. They're like, yeah, he's just like me. He fishes and he fucking. It's a little straight. So it's a good strategy though to gain a populist movement.
There is no sense in which Israel is an important ally. It's not even an ally. It's a liability. But people have been told that.
Big love from Belgium. Thanks, bro.
Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my God. Woo! Is that Chris Tyson? Who is that? Oh, that's just a random guy.
One of the best ways to drain people's energy nowadays is via the internet. This woman is a astrophysicist. Actually, this is not how space works. Read a book. Now I just wait for the comments to come in. Hey, can you mansplain any louder? Yeah, sure. These are all different accounts that I have set up. The energy you get this way isn't quite as pure.
Yeah, I'm getting so sick of the, you know, have you seen the trend on X? Everybody's getting girls to like strip naked and with AI. That is not going to have a good lasting effect. It is funny, but Drake and Stake, the online gambling platform, along with others, including streaming, were also being sued in a federal class action RICO. Uh-oh. What? The RICO alleges that Drake and others name. You can get a RICO. You can get sued with a RICO? Drake did that song. You might have got whatever RICO. I thought a RICO was for organized crime, for racketeering, and for mafia, for extortion. You can get a RICO for gambling? It alleges that Drake and others named have been using the tipping feature on Stake to transfer money amongst themselves, which is then used to artificially inflate Drake's music streams across major distribution platforms. Oh, this is probably Drake or Meg Thee Stallion. So who filed this? It's a civil RICO. Can you get time for this? Yikes. Well, they got good lawyers. That'll be okay.
Tell you yellow belly motherfucker something. What other rapper you know can walk in the middle of Times Square on New Year's by himself, no security?
So this is how I feel when I say I was born on 14th Street.
Security, buck 67 on the wrist, something on the neck, something on the other wrist. It is no security. It's no none of that. I don't want to talk to these niggas. Everybody's tough. All y'all niggas is pussy. Because you can't even do this. Happy New Year. Let me see you walk outside of your own city. It's everybody's city. It's my fucking city, coward. You know what I mean? Look at this. You really outside. Yeah, get my shit. My suit is...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wouldn't recognize him. If I saw JD on the street walking like this, unless I heard that voice, because it sounds... I got 100 gun, 100 clip. Nigga, I'm from New York. Like, are you recognizing this? Yes. Probably not. Bro, this looks like every dude. This looks like any dude.
There you go, my nigga. You rich tonight. You rich tonight. Thank you. Don't let it out.
Oh, this Ja Rule? Fuck, bro. That's Ja Rule. That's not Ja Rule. Oh, the song. Yeah, the 100 gun, 100. Yeah, you're right. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. God damn it, bro. Damn.
Bumblecard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So when Kanye come in here, he listening to the first one.
Wait, is it? Hold on a second. This is how I can prove I'm a Zoomer. This song before my time. Yeah. That New York song is Ja Rule. That's not JDK. Whoops. Wait, so what's... All right, you know what? Fuck it. Whoops.
He like, all day, nigga.
Hey, thoughts on cigarette smokers?
Gay. It's like smoking a tiny penis. It's like you're sucking on a tiny penis. No,
dude, you can't. We can't have anything. I swear they'd say having a girlfriend is gay. What else is gay? You can't go on a date with the girl. Ice skating or going to the movie theater is gay. Bowling is gay with a girl. What can you do? Can't do anything. There's a million things. What else? Oh, being a wife guy, being married is gay. Voting for JD Vance because he's fatter than Gavin Newsom is gay. What else? Fuck, man. I can't have a cigarette.
It's a joke. But no, but it is gay because it's just like a LARP. Smoking cigarettes has turned into a LARP where people think they're like cool. You know, people are like, oh, I'm based. I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm based. It's like, you're not based. You're gay. Doing anything self-consciously is gay. If you're doing anything to seem cool, you're a faggot, okay? If you're like the hestiest...
Oh, we're on YouTube. God damn it, bro. Fuck.
Cigarettes. Oh, we're all in New York. We're all in New York and we're all smoking cigarettes and... fuck you, you're gay. I think it's not healthy. Cigarettes are not good for you. You shouldn't smoke.
What do you say fuck me for? What do you say fuck me for? You know why there was all this hate towards cigarette smokers? And obviously, it's my resolution. I'm going to quit. It's because it undeniably does have aura. It does. Something about it. You stand outside, you're there, you're exhaling. It is an aura farming tool. And Zoomers are so obsessed with the performative nature of trying to seem cool and trying to aura farm and constantly thinking about how they're being perceived, that when they see somebody have aura, they think that it's performative the same way that they are. The thing is, though, some people are just nicotine addicts and they can't. And that's just the way they exist. It smells bad. It's bad for you. It makes just. It's better than vaping. It's much better than vaping. Vaping has no aura. It's never going to. Is it slightly better? I don't even think so. I think there's a bunch of chemicals and it's fruity pop and it's like it's weird. It's never going to be cool. No matter how much they try to force the vaping thing. Everyone does it shamelessly. Have you noticed people have like a vape and they go. The sound of it. And they immediately put it away as if it's something shameful. But cigarettes, you stand there, it's there, it's just natural. You have you think about the 50s guys, you think about Mad Men, somebody hiding in a trench of World War I, they're freezing cold and they're smoking a cigarette and looking at a picture of their wife back home who's cheating. It has so much imagery attached to it that it will forever, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate that it has aura because it is harmful. But not everybody is performative. Sometimes nicotine is undeniably good. It does feel really good. It helps cognition. It helps focus. There are benefits, but don't smoke. It is shit for you.
It's one thing. Some people are super into tobacco. I have a friend who's like a tobacco nerd. He's like talk about a crunchy granola hipster. He's like really into rolling his own cigarettes. Just ask him about it. He's really into rolling his own cigarettes and tobacco. If you're like a hobby.
That is the bumbleclot stuff. Like the people who, I saw this guy, he does these videos. You just see him. He's like, he smokes a pipe while reacting to videos with a giant mustache. It's like, okay, all right, bro. Or the people who make, like, oh, I hand roll my cigarettes. Like, it's like, this is like a waste of time. Can you give me a cigarette? Like, I'm trying to get up out of here. Like, it's when people turn it into it's the same thing as beard oil or people that make their own coffee. Oh, I have my coffee press. There were people like that in my high school, in my dorm, and then they would like brag about their coffee press, and then they'd have to clean it out in the sink every day, and there'd be coffee beans all over the fucking sink. It's like, go get a cup of coffee and throw it out. What does it taste slightly better, and then you waste 30 minutes of your day making really? I like the process. No, you don't. You're a really uninteresting, boring guy, and now you have something to talk about. If you're gonna give yourself lung cancer, be a man. Get a pack of Marlboro Reds and die slowly.
Okay, fine. And, if you're like a blue-collar person and you organically smoke.
Himothy Ahmed, you just spam 10 times in a row. Shaving beard is haram, SNEAKO. Himothy Ahmed, yeah, you're gonna. This is the first ice raid of the day. You gotta go. You are now deported. There we go. Let's go ban this guy forever. First deportation of the day. We need just only one today.
Smoke cigarettes because you hate your life? Fine. If you're like a machinist or like a blue collar guy and like you live in an apartment, you're like, dude, fuck this. Fine. But if you're like if you like live in New York and you're like a right wing internet.
Who the fuck is he talking about here, bro? Who is this? Who could this be? Could it be me? Could it be me? No, not the person platforming before the whole generational, before everybody was scared. Not the one who did it when it was still Nick the Knife. There's no chance. Not the one who spoke at Fuentes rally. There's just no way. Not me. There's got to be another right-wing New Yorker who smokes cigarettes, who's in this sphere that he's talking about. Come on. Like, it wouldn't, you kidding me?
Fine. But, if you're like, if you like live in New York and you're like a right-wing internet guy and you think you're like cool for smoking cigarettes, you're just a fag, okay? You're just a total fag.
Oh my, Neil Mahan, I did not know that it was. This is an old clip, by the way, and I think this was during.
Hi everyone, I am a gay homosexual. Ew, sick. Bro, what are you even talking about?
Honey, I don't think now is the best time for an announcement like that.
Hope you didn't want grandkids, Mom, because this queen thinks girl parts are icky.
This is still written like Zoomers are talking. This is the 80s. If he said that he was gay in the 1980s, everybody would run out the room screaming because they don't want to die of AIDS. If Will here actually said this in 1985, hey guys, I'm gay. Everyone there from 11 to his mom to the token black kid and everyone else, ah! Ah! And run the fuck out of it, and they would jump right into the alien's mouth and never see this guy again.
Dude, you like other guys? Nasty, dude. Correction, I like you, specifically. Hot stuff.
How is telling us this going to help us beat Vecna?
Gonna stick my stranger thing in Vecna's upside down until he gets AIDS. Fabulous! Alright, I'm out. Yeah. Me too. Sissy rainbow magic.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
No, nobody's putting the orange. Is this gonna get me demonetized? Is like, should I have to worry about this stuff? Should I have to worry about, like, this clip is very entertaining, but what is the, I gotta, you know what, I'm gonna ask the partner manager after, because I don't know what the, I'm getting some texts. I'm getting, yeah, bro.
Everything that I've read, praise the Lord. Worship Christ with the best of your portions. I know I won't forget.
Just imagine for a second if this was an Islamic conversion.
Allahu Akbar!
Imagine what people would be saying. But no, but you got to be morally consistent. Congratulations to Lily Phillips. She just washed away all those penises she took. She's now forgiven. She's now, yeah, this is the girl who fucked 1,100 guys in a day. It is. She has the world record for the amount of penises inside her in one day. And now she's a Christian. So the congrats to her. Hallelujah. That's what you're supposed to say.
This was just posted on X by SNEAKO. He is the latest in a growing list of young right-wing influencers who once helped push.
Is this AI? Is this a real person? It's getting harder. Is this a real influencer or no?
This was just posted on X by SNEAKO. He is the latest in a growing list of young right-wing influencers who once helped push young male voters towards Donald Trump, but are now bailing on J.D. Vance in favor of Gavin Newsom in 2028.
Yeah, read the quote tweet, idiot. Read
28. And here's a clip of SNEAKO reacting to another influencer ditching Vance for Newsom. Watch.
J.D. Vance is subhuman?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
He's got a very short total facial width to height ratio. He's obese, very recessed side profile, whereas Newsom is like 6'3" Chad.
So let's say you got a vote. It's 2028.
I'm voting for Gavin Newsom.
You're voting for Gavin Newsom.
You can't be that subhuman.
So yeah, before SNEAKO, it was Clavicular. Before that, it was Nick Fuentes. It's the same ecosystem, same audience, and they're openly saying it 3 years out that they'd rather support Gavin Newsom because he mogs J.D. Vance. And look, I'm a middle-aged man that's worrying about these right-wing influencers.
No, that's not why, dumbass. And see, they were trying to run with this narrative because they want to avoid the more difficult subject. The GOP didn't do fucking anything. Trump's second term has been a giant failure. He spent more time sucking Israeli dick than he's done anything for this country. They didn't deport anybody. They didn't change anything with the trans and the gender. It's exactly the same thing, except we went to war with Iran, and he's sent how many billions of dollars to Israel? So it's like, why do we need to have undying allegiance to the GOP? Why? What have they done for us? Tell me one thing that they actually did. So if Gavin Newsom shows up, is it really going to be that different? The fact that they think that they are entitled to our vote is starting to piss me off. So no, I'm not gonna vote for another one of these shills.
And this terminology completely against my will. But what I am here for is the bigger picture that young male coalition that helped elect Donald Trump is completely fracturing. So the question becomes, does the Republican establishment shove J.D. Vance to the top anyway, or do these Gen Z influencers sink him before 2028 even starts? Because when you've got Turning Point USA backing Vance, but influential right-wing creators actively boosting Gavin Newsom.
This guy is so monotone. It's crazy because he's not AI, but he speaks like an AI creator. These are the types of people that are legitimately, they should be scared of AI, because I can replace you with Sora right now. You know, like you're not saying any, even the way you speak, the way you talk, your talking points, your thought process, it's all equivalent to ChatGPT. You got to spice it up a little bit, bro. Half the chat just thought you were AI. That's an issue. Happy New Year.
I want to be a gay right-winger that smokes cigarettes. How can I start?
I mean, you sound like you're on the right track already. If it, you know, I don't think you need to do much. Sounds like you're already there. Goat.
I'm just trying to be myself.
They put this clip on the news.
I hate to be so hot. They give me a surplus battery for it. It's an expensive cut. I'm just trying to be.
Fix the soundboard of the chat ratio. Wow, what's wrong with it? What's wrong?
As my first order of business, I hereby declare martial law.
You have to take out their families. When you get these terrorists, you have to take out their families.
What?
A lot of killers. There are a lot of killers. Well, you think our country's so innocent?
Death penalty. Bring it forth. The only good communist is a dead communist.
Donald Trump and the MAGA.
I'll turn on the volume. Yeah, no, this shit was loud as fuck. Happy New Year to all, including my many enemies and those who have fought me and lost so badly they just know what they want to do. Love. So much has changed since then, huh? Bro, no more AI in the clips. I don't want to see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, 6ix9ine saying that you can't be a gangster and be Muslim at the same time, but he's doing the same shit, but with Christianity. Like, how is that different? Well, where's the real song, though? Aiden Ross. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Shane, this y'all first time seeing 6ix9ine record live?
Oh,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I never done this before.
You never streamed it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never done this before. Aiden.
Yeah, do it again.
Hey, dirty bitch! Hey!
And then put the hook back right here. Take this one out. Please don't take
Bro,
one out.
he's so deep into streaming, he thinks it's botting views and not botting streams. Like, she doesn't get views. She doesn't not a YouTuber.
See, put on hook there, though.
Oh! Hey! Okay.
She wanna rap, baby.
Okay.
She gotta fuck and you try to make it.
Damn.
Get you a bag, break it.
Hey.
She wanna rap, save it. Bitch, you gotta fuck and you try to make it.
Damn. Yo, this is crazy.
You jacking that? I'm gonna lie, it's been stuck in my head, so I heard the clip.
He on some alhamdulillah, inshallah, bismillah. When you was gang, it was no alu akbar, only savallah. Now it's assalamu alaikum. Pussy, you just eating bacon. I hate a pussy nigga faking. I that just saw you eating bacon. Yo. I dare nigga try to play. Niggas got name.
Bro, but like last time I say it, like people genuinely think that Muslims are the only religion that's supposed to be perfect. It's such a stupid double standard. I'm not saying him specifically because I've heard so many people say this all the time. Nobody ever gets called a fake Christian. Muslims are the only one that get called fake. I mean, anyone else, anybody else, they allow the imperfection. They're like, okay, nobody's perfect. Muslims, for example, are like, oh, look, you did that, you did this, you did this. What?
I'm back. Yeah, I got all the time to that day.
Nah.
You gay. Why I'm way too tight. Bow. Get shot in his face. Now I'm acting a foolio. Money, me no dummy, me no stupido. Casamigos, so to my Casamigo. So dance to the wall, shake it.
Okay.
Get you a bag, break it.
Yo.
Save it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yo.
So it said the mic is covered in spit. Yeah, he's shouting like a...
What my scat?
What?
What the fuck, my...
Okay.
Nigga, free my dad.
Yeah, Couple went great. He did... Couple...
You know I'm a Jew. People
know me, you know I'm a sue. Doji. Fuck Doji. Doji.
King Vanch, a second ICE member, you got to get deported too. This calling ICE on this one. They're no longer called mods. They're just going to be called ICE. You just will not stop spamming. Oh my lord.
Woo! How we gonna plan them, boys?
We have to. Did you like that?
Good song. Nah, they did well. And Aiden did well too. Can't even lie. I always like 6ix9ine's music. Like that run in 2017, 2018. If you were in New York at the time, that was undeniably legendary. No matter what people say about the ratting or whatever. You notice too, people are all about the ratting thing a couple of years ago. Everybody moved on. It was a bunch of kids from the suburbs too talking about, I would never, I'm not listening to a rat. It's like, bro, what do you, and now everybody's saying fuck the streets. Everybody moved on. And nobody cares anymore. Crazy how quickly that changes. Yeah, right? Like everybody, like people from good homes, good kids, college educated, 2 parents, with a mortgage, a good job. No, I'm not listening. I can't listen to 6ix9ine. He's a rat. He's a rat. What would you do? They fucked your baby mama. They kidnapped you. You wouldn't rat? What, you're gonna go to do 25 to life for some bloods that robbed you and fucked your baby mama? You're doing 25 to life. You're that gangster? I would. You kidding me? You're all ratting. You're all ratting. W Somalis. What do they say here? Yeah, bro. There was even, I met a guy, you're going to see in the vlog tomorrow. I met a guy that looked exactly like this. He was streaming at Times Square. I'm like, you're Somali, right? He's like, how'd you know? What do you mean, how did I know? Why do you, and I hear that a lot from Somalis. They say, they're like, how'd you know I'm Somali? Like, dude, you really going to make me have to say it?
Move sneaky, paper in the daycare, paper in the kitchen on the phone, different story, different vision. Every office, cousin got position. Every meeting,
is it H2 Black? Is it?
Suit look clean, under the table, whole crew eat green. Somebody scam king, hey, we run that. 8 bill gone, they can't get none back. On God, every hustle, every angle. Comrade, Kylo, say flip it, untangle. Somebody scam king, talk sweet, walk me, and dress code halal, money so hot.
Not to defend him, he's saying people convert to Islam for prison protection. No, but then he also said, like, you're not a Muslim. I just saw you eating bacon. And the logic still applies. I've seen it. You've seen it with 1 million people. Like, people talk about Neon, like, saying Neon can't be Muslim because he gambles. Well, he still can. I remember this. He's the Haitian leader. Yeah, okay, the Haitian representative, and he's drinking water out of the pitcher, and then spills it all over his suit. Yeah, it was embarrassing, bro. No, Myron's Sudanese, not Somali. SNEAKO fan art. Oh, pretty good.
I'm clipping this coin to teach you an Ashkenazi Jewish business lesson.
So what's the lesson? Well, you clip off a little gold and then you sell the coin for full price is what you wish I would have said.
I'm tired of teaching you about business and metals
about the Stranger Things finale episode?
Yes.
Comments like this. Instead of appreciating the heads up I've been giving you for 5 years, you want to call me a coin clipper? Well, guess what? These limited edition clipped coins are available on tracksmicey.com, 15% below spot. Figure that out on your own. And mint condition bullion on Bullion Trade.
Dude, this Rabbi Shmuley approach where they try to lean into the anti-Semitism that they see in the comments is just, it makes it worse. It doesn't help the reputation of Jews, and it's only going to, if you want to stop anti-Semitism, this only helps it. These guys, they think that by owning it and leaning into it that it's going to stop it. This just, so look, your thing was, oh look, you're saying that I'm going to clip coins because they added ridges to coins because the anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that they added ridges because Jews were clipping them off to go and sell them. Instead, I'm going to clip it anyway and then sell the ridged down coins. But you're still, it's like this, this isn't orange. You don't need to say orange. I'm not going too far. I'm saying this because I think the reputation of Jews should be better. Like, obviously I don't want to see anti-Semitism. I'm telling this guy, this is not helping. This makes it worse.
15% below spot. Figure that out on your own. And mint condition bouillon on bouillontradingllc.com. So what's the lesson? I used your hatred and stupidity to benefit my business, the Ashkenazi Jewish.
Aren't you proving the stereotype's true? What you're saying, anti-Semitic people are saying that you're greedy and only care about money, while you clink gold on the table and brag about how you're making more money from, bro, it's...
way. So I hope you enjoyed that Ashkenazi business lesson and you could sit here and learn how money works.
Oh my God.
Should women vote? Absolutely. They should have every right a man has, but should their vote count? Or should we possibly set up some type of system where they vote
and it just goes into like a little bin,
just a bin
at the end of each election?
At the end
like we don't count those ones,
or we just have a garbage can under it. Women vote here.
Hey guys, if you don't follow us,
I think they are joking, but I think that there's a vast majority of the female population that would be just as happy if you gave them a sticker that said I voted and it didn't actually count. Holy fuck, bro. These third worlders don't stop. So why I'm not a mod? I'm the only one who watches stream every day. Dude, are you, be honest, are you Indian? Because like there's no chance that why does this person think that he's going to be a mod because he watches the stream? Like, what is the thought process here? Ice, baby, get them the fuck out.
Type she glad you're back on so I can watch so party won't mind Bitcoin on my PC.
No, party does not mind Bitcoin.
Just a bin.
At the end of each election. It's like we don't count those ones.
Or we just have a garbage can under it.
Can I be a mod? I watch the stream. Like, dude, like there's people like, I watch the stream so I deserve this. What, you got free entertainment so now you think you're... Oh my God, bro. Is this Erica Kirk? Erica Kirk doing a tour in Paris. This is a nice drawing. Neon, it don't feel so good, does it? Aziz says, SNEAKO, you skip my TTS, and I'm also a boxer. Dangerous things you're doing. Okay, Ice, you gotta go too. Fucking hell, bro. Yo, Neil Mahan, can we add the location feature on YouTube too? Because this was not on here. That was not on here that much back in the day, bro. Oh, Kick Chat. I forgot you guys. I forgot we were still on Kick and Rumble too. How you guys doing? This shit is moving right now too. Or it was. Why am I not a mod? Why am I not a mod? The same guy, bro. The same guy that I just banned went into the Kick Chat and is spamming, asking why he's not a mod. Bro, give up. Look at this guy. Dude. What? Do you have brain damage? Or are you just extremely? Holy fuck. Like, that's mental illness at this point. Okay, I'm closing that.
Why am I not a mod?
Because I don't care. I don't know who you are. It's like it really is some third world issue where they start thinking that because I'm streaming and talking to the camera that I know who you are. Like that's a different. It's a specifically third world mental illness because like Americans, Western world, we've had the internet our whole lives in Gen Z. The internet's still new to them, so they think that this is like FaceTime, and that I know because of their chats that I'm like, oh yes, Aziz and Ahmed deserve mod because. What do you think this is? Do I have to explain what a stream is? They're rage baiting you. I don't. It's a real phenomenon. I think you'd be surprised, bro. I think you'd be surprised about how many people don't understand what the internet is yet, and they will. It's still new.
Why wouldn't you want to mod someone who watches every day? That's literally the whole point of a mod.
That's rage bait.
dad did Raytheon arms deals with Israel, probably unrelated. And Erica Kirk was part of running an orphanage in Romania where children went missing. Enough children for Romania.
This guy's a Twitter schizo.
Ban the orphanage and permanently ban Erica Kirk. Do you know how f***ed up you gotta be to get banned in Romania? Andrew Tate is the mayor there. You really gotta push some boundaries. Mind you, this is when Epstein was still active, so I'll let you connect the dots. By the way, I'm not suicidal. For the record, I am quite happy, okay? You heard it here. But the weirdest thing about
Nobody's trying to get you, bro.
Erica Kirk, she met Charlie.
And am not Indian, you Chinese Haitian cat eater, am a proud black American.
Okay, a lot of people would argue that's worse.
Kirk, not on Christian Mingle. She went in to interview at his company, Turning Point USA. He said that he fell in love right away. Now, 4 years later, he's dead. And she is now in hair.
Anyone should be a mod. I'm the best option. I will always love you no matter how much hate you throw my way. Ahi, please.
That's bait.
Turning Point USA. She's doing podcasts on it too. Like, I'm so excited. Like, to my future wife, please wait 2 months after I die before doing a podcast. 3 months if it's my own. Come on. When you look at how fast.
Okay, it's just repeating Twitter shit.
Nothing you could do.
Nah, I literally.
It's old.
The stuff now is shit. I mean, these guys are like Playboy Cardi. See how I did Aiden Ross?
You want content?
You are a brown subhuman Jackie. Lamauna, you to one SNEAKO.
Thank you.
Chan.
Yes, yeah, sure.
Nick Shirley, the journalist who exposed fraud taking place in Minnesota, has just been exposed even
Yes, SNEAKO Zone, you can join my clipping server. Anybody can join. Yes, you can.
more than he already was.
What do you say?
Nick Shirley, the journalist who exposed fraud taking place in Minnesota, has just been exposed even more than he already was. So here's the daycare center where they misspelled the word learning. And this is the sign that Nick, for some reason, tried to hide in his video. This is a close-up picture of that sign, and you can take a look at their hours right here. 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now, this is a close-up image from Nick's YouTube video of a lady's phone screen that answered the door at the next place he visited. And if you take a close look, you can see it says it's 1:09 p.m. This means that Nick went to that daycare center, saw the sign on the door, and intentionally went there.
I think the best evidence that nobody can debunk is that there are the vast amount of daycares in that spot. The vast amount. I've never seen. If anybody think that that's a normal amount of daycares to have in one tiny little city that people don't care about, I think you're coping.
What's your number? No.
Why? Why do you want my number?
Well, no, he does.
Dude, I'm okay.
Stop the chords, I just want to hear the audience. In the night, I hear them talk.
You know, regardless, 2025 was a very controversial year for Ye. Regardless, Graduation was the #1 stream hip-hop album of 2025. Congrats to Ye. I told him congrats about that. It's incredible. No matter what, censored on Spotify, you guys saw the year. I was there. But regardless of all of that, all the slander, all the ups and downs, all the highs and lows, Graduation, an album that's nearly 20 years old, was the #1 streamed hip-hop album. That's a testament to making something real. And also a good indicator for people to realize that they don't need to make TikTok slop to get some streams because the music's going to come and go. Only real music's going to last. That album came out before so many of the people listening to it now were born. And it's still better than so much of what's coming today. Somewhere far along this road, lost his hope. You should make me a mod. I'm Indian. Okay. And then, okay, wait, hold up. Where are the Americans at? Because right now, look at it. It's like, it's all Yusuf, Kaner, Muhammad. There's, it's a little, where's the, okay, hold on a second. Let's dial it back. Bro, you're so rude. No, I'm not being rude. But it did. The demographic, there was a great replacement while I was banned for the past several years. There were a lot of illegal immigrants that came in. There was a replacement. Time to clean house a little bit. Now, obviously, I'm not being disrespectful, but it's like the Discord is it's Minneapolis right now. It's brutal. It's brutal. What about the UK? You're okay. You're okay. But let's pump the brakes a little bit, okay? I'm a streamer second. I'll say filmmaker first. All right? I didn't come up off this thing speaking of the brother to the third word. This is what I do. You know, I make art. And then they come in here, brother SNEAKO, art is gay. Then okay, then don't. Like, that's when it's like, all right, yeah, get them out. Put your coat on when you leave. You know, we gotta just want to make it, because this is the return stream. I just want to make sure that we set the record straight and we set this off on the right foot. You're international? Yeah, no, being international is good. But then, like, sometimes when I read the chat and I can't pronounce, and all of the names are, you know, it's like, it's all right. Okay, I want to be able to pronounce the names in the chat.
It's a joke. It was a joke.
I just saw this movie for the first time yesterday.
In full. Don't really matter. It was a joke. Like, what the fuck? Matter of fact, you know what? I decided that I am white. How about that?
I'm white now.
I'm doing a race change.
It was great. What up? What up, Water? You guys should watch this. Highly recommend it. In whose name? My favorite movies from the year. I just saw One Battle After Another yesterday. I think that deserves Best Picture. One Battle After Another, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Best movie of the year. It's really long, but the movie flies by like that. It's one of those where you're like, oh my God, that was 3 hours. Best movie. I think Marty Supreme is probably going to get Best Actor. I think Timothée Chalamet deserves Best Actor. And this is if the Oscars were really legitimate or everything. But it was a great year for film. It was a great year for film. Stranger Things, gay coming out scene aside, which is not film. It was, you know, we didn't have to deal with Marvel as much. And there were real original movies coming out. And that's something that we've been lacking a lot. Original movies. Companion. I'll put that number 3. I don't even know if that went to theaters. I think it went straight to streaming. But Companion was incredible. Highly recommend it. And it's don't watch the trailers. Especially for Companion. Don't watch trailers. Go in blind and you're going to love it a lot more. It's a short, 90 minutes. 3rd best movie of the year. 4th best. I liked Weapons. Weapons was really good the first watch. Weapons was good in theater, and then I watched it again. It was kind of It doesn't have the same replay value that other horror movies have. Number 5, Smashing Machine was okay, but it wasn't that memorable. You know, it was entertaining, but there wasn't enough depth to Smashing Machine. And of the 2 directors, because the Safdie brothers used to work together, they did Good Time and Uncut Gems, they split. Josh Safdie did Marty Supreme, and Benny Safdie, the younger brother, did Smashing Machine. That's the UFC movie with The Rock. A lot of people are saying that Josh Safdie is superior. And it's clear that he had more of the artistic direction when it came to the movies like Good Time and Uncut Gems. Josh Safdie, I prefer his work, to be honest with you. But great year for film. You finna watch Avengers Doomsday? No, you're rage baiting me. Stop. What is? Oh, a third world chat. Never follow majority. God is one greater than majority. Another one. What is what is this currency? Try. Where are you from? What time is it where you are? Where are you from, bro?
Is that t-shirt?
Oh, yeah, Sinners was good, but Sinners was. You know what annoyed me about Sinners is Sinners was definitely catered towards the TikTok brain. It felt like it was aware that the audience has a terrible attention span, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but that did bother me a little bit. And also, every movie has Zionist propaganda. It's like super annoying to watch. Like even in One Battle After Another, of course, the antagonist, the evil guy, is a white guy, and he's part of a white supremacist organization. And then the winners are like a far left Hasanabi, radical terrorist group. And the good white guy is a hippie dude who has a mixed race black baby. It's always, I want to see a movie where I can escape the Zio propaganda. The Brutalist had it. Marty Supreme had it. Like Marty Supreme, you think back to it, Marty Supreme's best friend is literally a Holocaust survivor, and the antagonist is a guy called Rockwell, a WASP who has all these ties to traditional white Anglo-Saxon American institutions. It's like, okay. It's hard, like once you start noticing this stuff, it's like, it's hard to really enjoy movies. You're like, oh, there it is. There it is. Superman. Yeah, I like Superman this year. That was a good one. Then you make something. That's my goal.
Now it's easier for me to just
rage bait.
SNEAKO, why are you not going live tonight?
I went live earlier today. I'm not going to farm extra hours because I'm probably going to start streaming on YouTube in 2 weeks.
Wait.
I don't think that was that bad. People got upset about this, you know, but I'm like, bro, I said I'm probably going to stream on YouTube. I didn't declare anything. I didn't disparage Party. That's all I said.
Party?
Well, yeah, I mean, most likely, yeah.
Damn. And you're just going to stream on YouTube?
YouTube and then kick cross. I was thinking about doing kick cross stream, but I don't do gambling goy slop, so there's not really a point. There's no money. There's no money in KCIP. It's
and I'm like shitting all over kick. All I said was I'm probably gonna stream on YouTube. You know, it's whatever.
Fucking McDonald's Zionist sponsorships because you can't.
Okay, me and Kai, bro.
No, we need to get it fixed. You want to sit right here too? Come here. Switch spots.
What is this?
Do you still talk to Elliot Choi and Kelly Wakasa? Remember you were able to
not much.
move in with Elliot.
Like Burby?
We don't so much.
Burby?
Burberry.
Burberry.
Do you want one?
What is this?
Why not today? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let's do it at the same time.
I do it at the same time. Alright, wait, do one more time. You can do for like the thing. You gotta hold it though. Hold it.
Hold it?
Yeah, hold it.
Okay.
He's thumbnail farming.
How's that make you feel? Is your heart going faster?
Is this incestuous? It seems a little like I would not, you know, I don't think siblings should be doing that. It's kind of weird.
In the night, I hear him talk.
All right, second time he posted that. Charlie Kirk memes.
Nigga wasn't even alive when the towers were hit, man. Look, he's a successful streamer. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but what I will tell you is this. He don't know shit about women. He's gonna have to get burned a few times to learn this shit. Bro, the worst thing you could do when you got money, statuses, and fame is get with a girl that also wants some money, statuses, and fame, bro. When you got money and you're lit, you need to get a chick that don't give a fuck about none of that shit. She becomes your assistant. She's on camera when you tell her to be on camera. She don't got her own channel. She don't got her own shit. And if she does have her own shit, you collect all the money. It's your shit. You got the logins for everything. Her fame is through you and you control everything. She don't make a video without your approval. She don't make no money without your approval. You take everything because you're the one that put her on if you so to die.
The way I see it, I don't think there's that much of a point in getting to...
SNEAKO, are you going to show the clips of New Year's in Europe?
Shut up. Just shut up. I don't really see the point. Like, look, everybody's going to get burned and learn about it. Men, like, no matter what, they'll hear this advice and then you have to put your finger on the stove and learn from your mistakes. That's why I see it kind of pointless to get involved in this. You could advise them once, but getting like passionate about it, I see it as a waste of time. That's my approach with Neon. I knew what was going to happen in Neon was going to happen, but you saw how when I talked about it too much or even whenever I mentioned it, people get really upset. As the Simpson, the fan base were like, "Oh, you're jealous, you're this." I'm like, okay, you don't want to listen to me, then learn for yourself. Everybody, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to everybody. That's just part of the process. It's like a rite of passage. Is a maturity process to get burned by a girl, to go through heartbreak. Sika, you should do a podcast with Professor this. Okay, I should do this, I should do that. Everything in the TTS right now is I should do this and I should do that. How about you shut the fuck up? How about you just shut up? What is like, why is everything now? In the beginning, it was so supportive. In the beginning, it was like, it was all happy and stuff. And now it's been like, SNEAKO, do this, SNEAKO, do that. How about you leave me alone and then do your own thing? What did this shift so quick? Where did that, bro? This is the return stream. This is the energy. We had such high energy, and I was, SNEAKO, can you do that? Can you do? Why don't you just do your job and I'll do mine? What? These needy, you know, like get off my, get off, hop off.
Right to do that, but the problem is when you get a girl like this, that's already an influencer trying to get a come up. You're already up. Come on, man. Ulterior motives. And look. This is a very average-looking black chick, bro.
Okay, all right.
What's a fashion trend you regret participating in?
All right. Great picture, by the way. Great frame composition. Watching a streamer watch on the stream right now.
Many huge female streamers, at least not Kai and Aiden and Speed's level. Yeah, because they're not that entertaining. Who the fuck else is going all around the world and doing regular streams in China? Who else is inviting celebrities on a regular basis doing a 30-hour non-stop stream?
Yeah, girls who complain about streaming being male-dominated, you know what they do? Their content is you click on it, it's them playing Among Us in 2026. It's them playing the same exact games and barely talking, not making jokes. They're not doing any commentary. They're not talking about social issues. It's them, you know, making sure they get the right amount of tits in the frame, let's be real, and getting their simps to just watch them. And when they interact with them once in a while, they love that. And most of the time, they're waiting until she just walks away to turn off the light or pick up a bag of chips or to pet the cat so that they can look at her backside. There's not really much content. Gaming is just playing the same game years and years. That's low effort. And they're not really good at the game. They don't go pro most of the time. Even then, like the pros, did you see there was like a female division in Fortnite, a female tournament, and guess who won? Do you guys know? It was a trans man. Well, trans woman, YouTube. So really a born biological male. So the females that are gaming all day, are people really watching to see their intense gameplay? Or are they madly in love with the girl to the screen? That does describe the issue now with relationships and dating. Why this nofap thing is going to be good. Because you look at what the problem is with men, with dating becoming so monetized and the dating marketplace getting so separated and hypergamy, is that there's so many men who are literally obsessed, and I see it in love speech, obsessed with women that they're never going to meet. And so many women think that they deserve orange. What did I say? Is that bad? Oh, the trans thing? No, you can say that. And the women's problem is that they all think that they deserve the best guy possible. Like, so that's the issue. If we're going to talk about hypergamy, there needs to be a word to describe the inverse, where men who have accepted they can't get the women they want end up obsessing over them on the internet. That's reverse hypergamy.
Every single day. Who else invented an entire genre and an entire community and then
chill with the Transformers thing? I think you could say that now.
Ah, GG, Kai, you fucking sold.
I'm pretty sure you could say that. Say that. I wrote in maybe. I asked Grok to do this. I don't really. Yeah, no, AI stuff is stupid. All right, moving on from this. I wanted to watch a recap from 2025, even though it's already that's past midnight now on the East Coast. We're here on January 2nd. So let's send me this recap video. Let's see. Was 2025 a good year? Overall, well, it was a divisive year for sure. 98 was going on, man. A divisive year for sure. But I had a good year, and that's all that matters, isn't it? But here's to a better year in 26.
And finally reached the end of. Together, we lived through the threat of World War III like every week.
I think you could say that now. What kind of dystopia are we in? Yeah. Well, welcome to my life, bro. First stream back on YouTube, so.
Z protests spreading across the world, AI taking over, tariff wars, animals being resurrected and brought back from extinction, whatever the hell this was. And now that we have survived all that this year could throw at us, I want us to all hold hands, no Diddy though, absolutely no Diddy though, and walk down memory lane so I can show to you how truly insane the year you just lived through really was. Oh, this is gonna be a fun and traumatizing video. So I think for one of the final—
And not to be too doomer about it, the stats just came out. The US had the lowest amount of homicides in a record amount of years. I think it was the lowest amount of inflation from year to year that we've had in a long time. The lowest amount of teenage pregnancies. We did go to war with Iran, but nothing happened here, and it only lasted a couple days. Overall, I know people it's easy to get a doomer mentality because the media will always make you believe that. But objectively, I mean, crypto was booming. If you're not an idiot, you should have made a lot of money. Good year. You're saying nothing ever happens. A lot does happen, but based off the stats, you're safer than you were before. Lowest amount of suicides since 2020. Less people are killing themselves. Not bad.
times of the year. Let's stop the yapping and let's get 2025.
Trump coin, January 25. Yeah, no, I made money in Trump coin, but also that is an eerie sign that in the beginning, the year started off with the literal president doing a Solana pump and dump scam. That's bad. That's a bad signal where the president can do crypto zoo, get away with it, and then everybody moves on. That's dystopian.
So, 2025 wasted zero time trying to destroy our lives because in the very first week of January, LA was hit with the costliest wildfires in global history. Yeah. Global history. And then what makes it even crazier is that later in that year, police arrested a 29-year-old man who they believe that maliciously started the fire literally on New Year's Eve.
Look at his name, Rinderneck.
It was seconds into the year. And this happened. And then just to make it even crazier, we find out that in the total summary, $130 billion of damages. Imagine being responsible. One person for that. 130 billion? Also in January, the year kicked off with the year of Trump. He got sworn in as president. The infamous ICE raids officially began, and boy, did they cause a lot of havoc throughout the year. Trump tried to buy Greenland. DeepSeek got everyone shook when it hit #1 in the apps.
Remember when we were going to buy Greenland and Iceland, and we were going to make the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, and everyone's super patriotic? That did not last as long as it should have.
And everyone started looking at China a little different. We witnessed humanity's largest gathering ever in history. 400 million people all went to this place at once, and they all washed in the same water, which can't be safe, can it? But we survived, and you'll see that's a pretty recurring theme throughout the year. Oh, and how could we forget this?
TikTok is planning to shut down its app to users in the United States this Sunday.
February kicked off with a bit of a strange one. North Korea opened its borders. I was on the edge of going, and then I remembered all the edits that Alex has done of Kim, and I thought, I want to live. This was the month where Trump officially began the tariff wars. How monumental was that? I mean, I bet hardly anyone even knew what tariffs were before 2025. Microsoft, they created an entirely new state of matter. Yes, this year we created new states of matter. That app went viral where you could hire bodyguards like it was Uber. That was pretty insane. Oh, and the world was left stunned at what we witnessed at the White House. I think this is probably top 3 moments of 2025.
If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
Just say thank you.
I said accept that they're. But you're saying you don't want to cease fire. I want to cease fire. You don't have the cards. You got to be.
Hey, subs. Always believed you'd beat the ban.
Thanks, man. I have 3 different cameras.
More thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
March is the month where Elon Musk started getting abused in every single way possible. And as a consequence, pretty much everyone who bought Teslas, remember that's when we started getting those people buying those stickers of, I bought this before Elon went crazy. That's how crazy things got, guys. We witnessed the most embarrassing leaked group chat, I would say, of all time, because we literally saw the vice president.
It was a bunch of Zoomers making Nazi jokes and Hitler jokes, but
president of one of the most powerful countries in the world, along with his Secretary General of War, just chatting it up about bombing other countries and speaking shit about another continent like it was freaking Mean Girls. This is also the month where North Korea closed its borders again. Yeah, it lasted a couple of weeks. This is also the month where TikTok tried to
Do I feel like I have to sacrifice? No, I don't have to sacrifice.
Permanently ban my account for reasons till this day we still don't know. March is also the month where Canada and USA started beefing like crazy after Trump wanted to make them the 51st state. Oh, and the astronauts who were stranded in space for a whole 9 months. They were there in 2024. Well, finally, in 2025, March, they returned to Earth. April was the month when we really started realizing this year is aging like milk because stock markets around the world started crashing because of the tariffs. But then they kind of rose again, and then they dropped again, and then they rose again, and real roller coaster, actually. The freaking Pope died? Oh my gosh. Canada got a new prime minister. NASA confirmed that China's dam was so big that it was literally slowing Earth's rotation. Oh, but also this was the month where scientists literally resurrected the extinct direwolf after 10,000 years. In May, we saw white smoke and we were told that the new Pope was American. Lady Gaga broke the world record for the most attended standalone concert in history. The GTA 6 trailer dropped and blew everyone's minds. This was the month we got the real-life prison break. The world was introduced to the legendary King Charles, and a ship was introduced to the Brooklyn Bridge. This man's face was introduced very forcefully to the ground in the UK's very strange cheese rolling contest.
Oh my!
This is a good
Trump
recap. I
classified white
forgot
South
about
African
most of
farmers
this.
as refugees, and the U.S. received their first group.
Because they're being killed, and we don't want to see people be killed.
Oh, and this was the month where no one could decide who would win in a fight, 100 men or one gorilla. And I mean, didn't we come to the conclusion finally that 100 men would win? Alex and I, we literally did like a 10-minute scientific proof that 100 men would win. So 100 men would win. I don't want to hear a word out of it. Halfway through the year, in June, this was the month where the bromance finally ended, and Trump and Elon started beefing.
This one I think should not be memory hold this much. Elon Musk said in the summer that Trump is implicated on the Epstein files, and that's why he's silent about it. Also, he was extremely supportive of Donald Trump. And it's not like he figured it out afterwards. So he was basically admitting that even though Trump is implicated on pedophile Epstein Island, he's still going to support him anyway. Even though he knew that he was on the worst sex trafficking island ever documented and ever been exposed. Imagine what hasn't been exposed. He was still going to support this guy. And he only waited to release that information and to prove it to the world until they had a disagreement. Imagine holding on that information, holding that as ammunition. That exposed that he didn't actually care that Trump was on Epstein Island. Because if he did care about that morally, if that was something that was holding him back, if that was something that was keeping him up at night, then he would have immediately denounced him. Then he would have exposed it like most of us hopefully would have done if they found out the president was at an Epstein Island, but he didn't. He kept it and then revealed it when it was necessary for him. Then moved on. One of Trump's most closest appointees. Remember Doge, the Department of figuring out where the scams are, where money's being wasted. He had an office in the White House, even though he's from South Africa. Regardless, they were working almost like this. It was like for a while, Elon Musk seemed like the vice president. Then they had a beef. Then he exposed that. And then they squashed it. And then everybody forgot. I think a lot of these people know, especially after COVID, that they can say something like this and things will get memory hold. This shouldn't get memory hold. Why did you say that, Elon Musk? Why would you say that Trump was implicated on Epstein Island? What evidence did you see? Where is your proof? Where did you get that accusation? Why did you take that back? Were you just saying it to be slanderous? Were you saying it to defame him? Because if you were just saying it straight up to defame him, you know Trump would sue the shit out of you. Why hasn't Trump sued him for all of his money? For horrible defamation. And then he shows up the next day with right before he had a black eye, this Illuminati initiation. Then people were saying he got in a fight with somebody in the hallways. Very, very strange moment. I think we should apply pressure more on. Let's get to the truth of this.
Oh, and this was also the start of when, like, it really kicked off that, like, Trump was in the Epstein files, and because of Elon. Elon was saying Trump was in the Epstein files, and he's never shook it off since. This was also the month that World War III started trending, because not only did Iran and Israel start bombing each other, but then the USA got involved, and we got, I remember the panic of that month. That was crazy. And they carried out the largest operation of B-2 bombers on any country in American history. Hey, yo, yeah, the Doritos are coming. They're about to strike you. Looking back at it, I do think that was, like, the height of the panic of the year. Now, luckily, World War III didn't kick off, but what did was Greta Thunberg was arrested by Israeli forces. Cabby Lane was deported by the US. There was that Air India crash which killed 243 and left one sole survivor. This is his luckiest year.
Yeah, why did Cabby Lane get deported? What did he do? Isn't that like all he does is make faces? What?
Ever. North Korea opened a beach resort. I made that video asking to be invited to America's military birthday, and then I got invited to the White House. What a weird month for me that was. Oh, I also ate my first ever black chicken.
Wow. Way to make it about you.
Wow, that June.
Way to make it about you.
Moving on. No, I don't do moving ons in this video. Just go to the next month. Now, July, not gonna lie to you, pretty horrific month. Diogo Jota horrifically died in a car crash. Also this month, Ozzy Osbourne died. So did Hulk Hogan. Diddy, in July, escaped a life sentence. It's a real slippery one. This is also when huge global pressure started mounting against Israel for the starvation crisis in Gaza. The UK's age verification law came into effect. Akon City was officially, after many, many years, abandoned. Trump crashed Chelsea's FIFA World Cup celebration wins and stayed while they lifted the trophy, and he was in every single picture. The 19-year-old pilot was detained in Antarctica. Oh, and this was a month where Coldplay exposed.
That was the same tournament. You remember where they saw me on that shot with... Oh, no, actually, that was the year before? Or was that last year? I can't remember. Where Messi was crying, and then you see me... Messi crying. Sorry for searching this up, Messi.
Ülkesine Dünya Kupası'nda kazas Gonzalez'e bırakıyor.
Oops. Goated video though.
5 günde
poor Messi.
Dünya yıldızları.
And then look at that. The GOAT. Pure aura. If you wondered what aura looks like in an image, it's this. It's this. Him sobbing. It's one of his last international games. He just got subbed off and it's 0-0.
Dünya yıldızlarının gözyaşlarına tanık.
And then he goes back to sobbing.
Evet. Şu son dik ediyoruz.
That was one of my favorite videos. That's what mogging is.
What has become the world's most famous affair. And looking back on it now, you think, why did we even care about that? Like, why did this go as viral as it did? We were so cooked. Moving on. August was the month where Roblox had by far their biggest problems yet, and that was after they banned Schlep and then caused basically an uprising that eventually got them threatened by state attorneys, and also got a documentary being made about them and their child safety issues. Also this month, a massive typhoon had its way with Taiwan. Mr. Beast broke the world record for the most amount of money ever raised on a live stream.
Where are these wells, by the way? Now that we're back on YouTube streaming, I put $1,000 into this Team Water thing. Where the fuck are the wells? Also, you know what's a little bit annoying to me? Angola. I think it's good that Mr. Beast is doing charity, yada, yada, yada. But whenever they list, they're like the biggest billionaires on YouTube. The the top 10 richest YouTubers in the world. Mr. Beast, number 1, $1 billion. Number 2, Logan Paul, 100 mil. Okay, so you're telling me Mr. Beast is by far the richest YouTuber in the world. He's a billionaire, valuated at $1 billion. Why the fuck did you need our money for this well shit? Nigga, open a bank account. Open the books. Calling everybody, hey, Train, I need this, I need that, I need that. I gave $1,000. I ain't seen a well. Maybe it's taking time. Let's get a progress update, 1. But 2, that's a little bit annoying when you're calling all the content creators but you got $1 billion. What the fuck you need me for? What do you need me for? Let's get the wells though. I'm gonna assume the best. I'm gonna assume that it's it's under development. Next time though, let's get a Gaza charity, huh? And what's that? 50 pounds. Open VPN and sent this instead of Turkish lira. Sorry, too much digits. Every digit have history. 2016 CIA-backed military coup attempt. 2018 save USA from Zios. Thank you, bro. Man, you put some dedication to get this, bro. I appreciate that. This guy's a schizo. He's talking about the CIA and Mossad. Bro, he opened up a VPN to say that, man. Keep doing you, bro.
On a live stream for charity, Trump and Putin met. Raja Jackson just bewildered everyone and attacked for almost no reason a wrestler. And this is also the month where Africa, the African Union, they said, we want a new map. You're making us look smaller than we actually are. We want it. They haven't got it yet, but there's always 2026. In September, for the first time ever, we saw Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Xi Jinping all together. And then they started speaking about immortality. Makes sense. Nepal overthrew their government and gave the Gen Z protests, which just dominated 2025, their official symbol, and it came from Japanese anime.
So shout out NordVPN. Do you know that most VPNs are created by Israelis and they're probably spyware anyway? I look up the owners of a lot of these VPNs that people take brand deals for. I've taken brand deals for VPNs back in the day, way back. I didn't know who owned them, and now I know. It's like, oh, wait, this actually isn't keeping me safe. This is just sending my information directly to Mossad. Whoops!
And Commission of Inquiry officially said that Israel had committed genocide in Gaza. Africa's largest hydropower dam was opened in Ethiopia after 14 years of construction. The world's first AI minister was introduced in parliament in Albania. Everyone started walking out on Benjamin Netanyahu at the UN summit. Oh, and of course, this was the month where the most searched event of the year happened. Spooktober kicked off in epic fashion after 22-year-old inventor Julian Brown. He ran...
How did he skip over Kirk that quickly? That was probably the biggest moment of 2025. That has to be the most monumental moment. And still, we haven't really figured out all the details of it. The Charlie Kirk phenomenon is going to keep on creeping into 2026. We got to figure out the full details of this. And I think one of the most important takeaways is what the fuck is going on with Erica Kirk? This is strange. This is weird. And you know she's seeing the response. The fact that everybody's making memes about her shooting fireworks out of her tits on every stadium in the world right after her husband got assassinated. That stuff's strange. But it is true. You have to look into who her... The fact that her father was a research director at Raytheon, an Israeli contractor that developed missiles, that stuff, this is not normal. And the more we uncover about this, and I do think that Candace Owens did a good job and deserves some credit. She's getting a lot of, people are criticizing her for being too conspiracy-minded and, you know, being wacky. But I think Candace Owens deserves credit for being the sole creator, the sole voice to not let Charlie Kirk's legacy be hijacked by the Zionist movement, because they really did try to do it. Ben Shapiro was never invited to Turning Point before Charlie Kirk. And then once he dies, Ben Shapiro was like the host. He's there with he's introducing guests. He's yelling at his ops. He's trying to change the narrative. J.D. Vance is there using. They tried to use Kirk's legacy for the GOP Zionist movement. And I think without Candace Owens, it would have been hijacked a lot more easily. And without her, without doing that, people started to look into this a lot more and see what Kirk was saying about October 7th, see what he was saying about being bullied, see the contracts that he rejected. That was important to get out there. So shout out to Candace for that.
First ever muscle car on plastiline, which, for those who don't remember this amazing news story, it's his 110 octane gasoline converted from plastic waste, and he did it all with a box of scraps in his back garden.
Ben Shapiro was on his podcast just days before he died, but he was never speaking at Turning Point.
Ceasefire was officially agreed in October between Israel and Gaza. Trump didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. 6-7 was named Word of the Year, which has internal frustrations lingering in me till this day because it's not even a word. We also witnessed the most insane heist in my lifetime, that's for sure, at the Louvre in Paris, and no, till this day, they have not recovered those jewels. Also in October, we had the first recorded sighting in history of a leucistic Iberian lynx. I still can't believe this is real. And speaking about things you can't believe are real, also this month, Sora was released. And boy, did it so very quickly get out of hand.
An announcement in 3, 2, 1. I'm gay.
In November, Zohran Mamdani became one of the most searched people on the planet after he won the New York mayor election. Rockstar broke our hearts yet again after delaying GTA 6. Trump and Ronaldo linked up at the White House. 303 school children were abducted in Nigeria. Apple released their $230 iPhone Pocket, which right now, let's just declare that the most overpriced and ridiculous product of 2025. There you go, champion. Woo! It sold out immediately. Raccoons started showing early signs of domestication. Hong Kong witnessed one of the most deadly fires in their history. Tanzania witnessed their most deadly protests in their history. And the United States witnessed their longest government shutdown in their history. And then, in December, just to round out the year, nice and peacefully, right? Ghana's Igbo Noah said that the world was going to end after it floods.
This guy's a new prophet in Africa.
On Christmas Day, so he started building his arks, and did it happen? I don't think it did. The Diddy documentary was released.
This is amazing. I think he's gonna say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
The Epstein files with heavy redactions got released. Kinda. We're still working through that. Australia had their most deadly terror attack in 3 decades, and they also became the first country ever to ban social media for children under 16. Christmas came early for many people after both Jake Paul and Andrew Tate lost their fights within 1 day of each other. And this is also the month where I officially started my Asia tour, which you haven't...
Bumbaclat. Okay. Good year. This is a very chronically online recap of the year, but I'm glad everybody was safe. I think it was an effective year. And just the fact, I think the stats are 65 million people died this year. I think that's what's been recorded now. 65 million people started the year in January 2025 thinking that they were going to see another new year, and they didn't. So the fact that we're here on this new year, we should show some gratitude for that, man. We're glad. Well, I'm glad to be alive. I'm grateful to be alive. And I hope it's a safe and successful year for you too. It's going to be a year of a lot of hard work. It's not going to be easy, but done it once, I'm going to do it again. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this first stream back on YouTube. Yes, this is a pre-end. Long of Love speech. For anybody who's now watching for the first time, you join the Love Speech Twitter community, join the Discord, all the stuff. SNEAKO.com, go check it out. It's a very simple website. Had to get that. And I'm glad to be back here. I'm glad to be able to be on this website again. I have a vlog that I'm going to be posting at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Set your alarms, 11 a.m. Eastern. Got a good vlog. We were working on that with CZ earlier today. And, man, the hustle continues, man. The hustle continues. The chat it's cool to see this chat again, man. It's cool to see this. Yeah, don't get banned. You saw the New Year's resolutions. I have to cut out some distractions. 2025, I did spend time. I could have worked harder. But I worked really hard, but you can always work harder. I'm going to put another shift in now. It's the opportunity to, and I hope you guys do as well. And I hope you come into these streams are going to be attempting to stream. Should I say it? Should I announce a daily stream in 2025, or is that too much? I'm going to be attempting. January, I'm going to be attempting to stream every day, and let's see if I can do this 365 day challenge in 2026. Oh, I just got the year wrong. Let's see if I can do it. I'm probably, at least January 26th. Let's see if we can do it every day. every day. And then we'll go from there. And then afterwards, we could talk about the 365-day challenge. It's time to put in a new shift. It's a new era. We got a Muslim mayor now. New York is standing in the city here. So, man, I'm really happy to be back on here and see this chat. And we're gonna, you know, it's gonna be work to get the same people from here before, but it's a challenge that I'm ready for, man. I'm ready for this, man. Look, we got a quick roll call. Can everybody right now, if you're chatting, if you were like a quiet chatter, can you speak up real quick? I want to see who's in here. I want to remember the stream and see who's been in here today, who came to this return stream, and let's see if you guys come back. So it's going to be a good arc every day. I hope you guys remember what the mantra is. We're going no fat. We're not gooning. We're cutting that out. Push-ups every single day, and doing the best we could possibly do. You know, I think a lot of the self-improvement stuff on YouTube now is kind of self-masturbation. It's just like the journaling stuff. Although it is good. I'm not trying to like shit all over it, but I do see that as the idea of productivity rather than actual productivity. So I'm going to be in here and I'm putting in a real, instead of talking about it too much, I'm just going to be doing it. Less yap, more action. Less yap, more action. Long live love speech. We're back.